Alright, welcome to the stream, everyone. We are getting started. I want to thank anyone who watched last stream, and welcome to this stream. Welcome YTP for life. You said going to get an MRI. Wish me luck. Oh gosh. Well, good luck. I hope it's not for nothing serious. Jesus. I've never gotten an MRI myself, I don't think, or at least not one I can remember. It's Jameson Gunner's main account. Oh yeah, I think I remember you using that account once. Okay, well, Jameson, good luck. Anyways, hope it goes well. Yeah, again, I don't know much about that procedure, so, again, all I can say is good luck. But, here, let me make sure my Wi-Fi's actually working, because sometimes it gives me no data on YouTube, but when YouTube says no data, it's actually fine, and, like, my computer's fine, so we'll see, because right now it's saying no data, but there's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi, so, I don't know. I hope you all can still see. But, anyways, as for this stream itself, we are going to be going back into the wonderful world of the stories written by 719 Blade on fanfiction.com, and this person's amazing grammar and vocabulary. So we started with the Pokemon Elder Scrolls story this person tried to make, and we only got through the first 2 chapters. And it was very hard to get through, basically. However, it's referencing stuff that happened in the past, because when we started that story, apparently our main character, even though they are the Dragonborn, is back in the Pokemon world after spending 8 years in the province of Skyrim. So, and in that story, they don't say anything about it other than people asking him how Skyrim was. So, I'm curious because that's the first story about this guy here. Does he have more stories that are, like, under a filter or something? Because I've been trying... what I want to figure out is if there's something we're missing. Oh, I have to refresh the page. Let me make sure all this is properly remixed. There we go. So I'm trying to see if there's a way to, like, change the filter? Oh, what is this? That's not what I meant to click. So, I don't know if there's a way to have filters go through on a channel page. But I guess what I'll try to do is start with reading the earliest story this person has. So, this character in the Skyrim story was a Pokemon trainer that went to Skyrim and is the Dragonborn. But was friends with, like, a harem of Pokemon girls from before. It's strange. And I'm gonna try to figure out what he means by all this. So let's start with Misty's Pokemon Get Revenge. I wonder if the writing will be just as bad as in this story. Okay. Misty's Pokemon Get Revenge by 719 Blade. I have my vodka right next to me just in case I'll need it. Let me refresh my chat page too. Alright. Misty was the gym leader of Cerulean Number. What? The first sentence already doesn't make sense. Oh. Misty was the gym leader of Cerulean. Number an easy life, but not for her. What? What do you mean number? I don't get what number means in that sentence. Oh god, we're starting off strong, aren't we? Okay. Her 3 older sisters always told her what to do, and she had no choose. I think this person meant no choice. No choice but to do it, or she would get slapped? Slept? She would get well rested? She would get slept and a slash or spanked. Again, no periods, no commas, no punctuation, nothing. Misty's Pokemon hated her sisters for this. They would try and help her with the things she was told to do, but when they would make masters the blame to Misty, they would make masters the blame wit to Misty. I'm gonna try to translate it. They were trying to put the blame on Misty? I don't know. Sometimes she could take it, but other times she would break down and cry. Most nights she would cry herself to sleep. Oh, boo-hoo, let me play a sad song on the world's smallest violin. She would cry herself to sleep. This made her Pokemon even madder at her sisters. But shown, how do you spell soon as shown? Again, I think this guy's using the world's worst, like, voice-to-text back in 2012. Oh, Lord. Okay. They would get their revenge on them for making their trainer their slave. So this is just... Okay, her Pokemon... Misty's Pokemon are the, mice from, Cinderella, basically. And, Misty's getting bullied by the ugly stepsisters. Got it, it's Cinderella. I hate those 3. Okay, I hate those 3. They always make Misty do so much. They just sit around ordering her. I can't take it anymore, said Horsey. Okay, that's one of the Pokemon. I know I can't take it anymore either. But what can we do, said Dugong. I forgot what that Pokemon looks like. Isn't that a seal? I think Dugong's like a seal. Anyways, I mean, with this sentencing and this wording, it sounds like they're clubbing the seal. Anyways, I say we should just take them. Just take them? What, like grab them? Like kidnap them? What? I think we should just take them, said Corsola. Is that one like a shell? I forgot what that Pokemon looks like. That won't fixes anything, but just think she told us to do it and heat her, said Gyarados. I'm gonna have to get started here. I already have my first shot here, and if I'm gonna be reading grammar like this the whole time, it's worse. I mean, I don't know why I expected it to get better. This story was written before the Skyrim one we were reading last night. So I have my first... Oh god, this is a double pour. I have a double pour of vodka here. We're gonna get... I would say the night, but it's the daytime for me. It's the afternoon for me, so we're getting things started early here. Down the hatch, drink if you got 'em. Y'all let me know what you think of these stories so far. At least we got some good music. Let me turn that down a little. I know the music's a tad loud. Maybe that's a little better. If I need to move it again, I will. I'll do it down a little on my end too, not to distract myself. Alright. Let me see. What were they trying to say? Oh yeah, the Pokemon. He right, it will only make things even more bad for her. But have to do something, said Psyduck. Not Psyduck, Psybuck. What? It almost sounds like a deer. I want to see someone make a concept for a Psyduck and a Stantler, or whatever that Pokemon is. Yeah, so the Pokemon are trying to figure out how to get revenge on the sisters, but they can't just straight up grapple them because that'll make things worse, I guess? I don't know. Just they're trying to be sneaky. Again, I keep thinking of the mice from Cinderella. But, let's see. Hey, we got a big problem, said Azumarill? I forgot that Pokemon. Is that spelled wrong? Okay. Azumarill, what's wrong? Asked Staryu. I overheard Misty's sister talking about making Misty strip for people to make money? What the fuck? What? Strip to make money? Okay, what the hell? Uh, this is rated K+. Okay. Taking her strip for people to make money for their upcoming trip, said Azul. What, no doubt they're just going to make Misty stay there and do some stupid trip, said Starmie. Yeah, yeah, I'm calling Child Protective Services. I don't know if there's a Pokemon equivalent, but there should be. Oh, Lord. Those bitches, it's bad another that they make her their slave, but making her strip of people to make money on something so stooped. Again, they spell stupid as stooped. So stooped, it make my blood boil. Not boil, it makes my blood boil, said Psyduck. Just the him started to glow and evolved into Golduck. Okay, well, Psyduck evolved. Got it. Golduck, you evolved, said Casarin? Casarin? What? Look like it and Politoed. Politoed? Said Politoed. Okay, they spelled Politoed as Politoed. I've never seen a worse spelling of that Pokemon. Okay. Sometime later, Misty's sisters told her about their trip and how she was going to get that money. What? You can't be Shirez serious. I don't know how I'm translating this, but they're saying serious. You can't be Shirez, said Misty. Her sister got mad and punching and kicking her, calling her a little bitch. That was the last story for her Pokemon. You mean the last straw? Okay. Get away from her, said Gyarados, then knocking them away from Misty. Then he used his whisks to pick up Misty, which was crying her eyes out. Get back here, you, yelled Daisy, Lily, and Violet. Oh, those are the sisters' names. Okay. Were those characters in other stuff? I don't know. That's another out of the 3, said Goldeen. When we're done with the... Oh god, are they like speaking ye olden tongue? When we are done with when we done with the 3, we'll never order Misty around again, said Golduck. Okay, that's it. Golduck's probably gonna... I want to give these characters weird voices, but the person who says it is always after the line, and there's no punctuation except for a few periods. Wait a minute. This one has periods! The other one didn't have periods. Wait, Aster's Champion here. That's a story later. It has almost no periods. This one actually has periods, and it's like before. I don't know what's going on here. Let me refresh this 1 second. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Where was I? And there's them spelling Politoed weird again. Okay. On the other side, the rest of her Pokemon were doing their best to cheer up Misty. Don't cry, Misty. It's going to be okay from now on, said Azul, rubbing to her. Thanks, you are always there for me. It's days like this I wish I was still with Ash and Misty, drying her. Oh, still with Ash, said Misty, drying her eyes. You're welcome, Misty, said Politoed, giving her a much-needed hug. Then the others gone in hugging her. I love y'all so much. I wish my sisters loved me as much as y'all, said Misty, about to cry. Stop crying, Misty. You're going to get sick. Why not come swimming with us? That always make you happy, said Dugong. Oh yeah, isn't their gym like a pool or something? Okay. Okay, said Misty, getting in the pool. I'm right. Misty spent the rest of the day and some time at night swimming with her Pokemon. It was 9 p.m. when she got out. That was the best time I had in a very long time. Thank you, guys. Thank you, gays, said Misty. You're welcome, said her Pokemon all at once. Sorry I had to swimmy so close to you, Misty. I still can't swimmy too good, said Azul. It's okay, Azul. It's getting late. Better get ready for bed. Looking around. Hey, where is Golduck? I was hoping to spend some time with him, said Misty. Must be with your sis, Steel. Steel instead of still. And it's not even like steel as in the metal. It's spelled steel as in like, like clay inscriptions on the side of ruins that like, are found in Central America. That kind of spelling of stale or stell. I don't even know how that version's pronounced. I'm speaking too deep into things. Anyways, must be with your sis still. But don't worry, he will come back, said Corsola. Okay, every into y'all's Pokeballs, I see all of y'all in the mongering. How hard is it to say morning? You have to spell it as the mongering. See you all in the mongering, and thanks, said Misty. See you, Misty, said her Pokemon. Oh gosh, it's all saids again. It's just everyone saying said. Misty then went to her room, got changed, and went to sleep. Sometime later, she woke up. She didn't wake up, she woke up. Hearing someone swimming. She got up to see who it was and walked to the pool. She saw Golduck looking at the pool. Golduck, is that you? Said Misty. What? Looking around to see her. Huh, Misty? What are you doing up at this time? Asked Golduck. I heard someone swimming, and I came to see how it... Who? They meant to say who, but they said how. To see who it was. You look really good, as a Golduck, said Misty, hugging him. Thanks, Misty. Hey, I am still useless to you, asked Golduck. Oh, am I still useless to you? Asked Golduck. No, of course you never were. Sometimes you did make me a little mad, but not for long. I love you so much, Golduck, said Misty, hugging and kissing him. I love you too, Misty, hugging her. But it's really late. You should get back to bed. ... Hey, can I ask you something? Said Golduck. So all of the Pokemon can speak, not just the psychic ones from the other story. Apparently every single Pokemon can speak. Got it. Okay, said Misty. Can you stay in your room until I come and get you? I have something spacey to give you. Something spacey? What, did they mean spicy? What? I don't know what even is supposed to... I have something spacey to get you? What? Okay. He said, okay, Golduck, good night. Don't stay up too late. Can't wait to see what it is, she said. Not even said, just sighed. She sighed. Were they trying to spell sighed? Like, I mean, that's slightly better. Not much, but slightly. Okay, Misty, good night. Parentheses, seeing her go in her room and hearing the door close. Okay, now where were we? Said Golduck, looking at the pool. Just then, 3 bodies came out of the water. They looked like human shape. Psybuck, but wait, they looked like human-shaped Psybuck, but they were really Misty's 3 older sisters. Was that our mistress? Golduck asked Daisy. Yes, she was. No, what is the Golduck hiding his sisters underwater? Drowning them? What? Now, yes, she was. Now, when you see her come morning, how will y'all act to her? Said Golduck. Very loving to her, and obey her every word no matter what is said, said Lily. And bag for her forgiveness for all things we have done to her, said Violet. Good. Now 2 more laps in the pool, then y'all can be, go to bed, said Golduck. Yes, Golduck, said Daisy, Lily, and Violet. Okay, so they're just like, they did grab the girls. They kidnapped the girls and forced them to be underwater during that whole time. Got it. Not surprised how they're not dead. When mongering came, so when morning came, Misty got up to dress and was about to go outside, but she remembered what her Pokemon had asked her to do. Oh right, Golduck had something to give me. Better wait to see, said Misty. She went and sat on her bed and waited for him to come get her. Sometime later, a nuke came on her door. I know it's meant to be knock, but I don't want to imagine the other mental picture there. So after the nuclear bomb explodes, come in, she said. Good mongering, Misty. Did you sleep well? Asked Golduck. Yeah, I did so. What is this big thing you wanted to give me? Sighed Misty. Come and I show you, he said. Okay. Flowing him, not following him, flowing him to the pool. He asked her to close her eye. Okay. Just then she felt 3 bodies rubbing up on her. When she could open her eyes, she saw 3 human Psybuck rubbing on her. Wait. 3 human Psyduck. What? Wait. 3 human Psyduck? What? I don't get it. What do you mean 3 human Psyduck rubbing on her? What is going on here? She asked. Don't you know them, Misty? He said. She looked at them to see there were 3 older sisters. What? How did this happen? She said. I have my was now. I live you for a loan, he said, before leaving. Oh, what? I have my. Wait, oh, okay, I somehow translated the sentence. So he's meant to say, I have my ways. Now I leave you for alone, he said, leaving them alone. But the way he spelled it was, I have my was. Now I live for you for a loan, he said. I don't know how I can translate this shit. Okay. Mistress, we were so sorry the way we treated you. Please forgive us, said Daisy. So are these Pokemon versions of the humans? Or are these actually the sisters? Did they turn the sisters into Pokemon? Or I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay. We will do whatever it takes to win your love, no matter what, said Lily. We will obey your every order. Your every order, no matter what it is, like good little Pokemon should, said Violet. I guess they did turn them into Pokemon? I don't know. So, y'all... sorry, I had to yawn real quick, sorry. So, y'all want to win my love, do you? She said. Yes, mistress, just say what we have to do, they said. Let me think. I know how you can win my love. She bent down to their level. Do you remember when I was young, when I would have nightmares, and how you helped me get over them, she said. Yes, we do, said Daisy. Can you do that for me? I really loved it, she said. They smiled. Daisy took Misty in her arms, then happened to stork Misty while Violet and Lily hugged Misty. The 3 of them started to hum a lube. Not a lullaby, they were humming a lube. Misty stated to cry, tides of happens curdling up to her sis. Misty started to cry, tears of happiness cuddling up to her sis. Again, I'm trying to translate this shit. Things aren't going to be the same, Misty. They're going to be better. We love you, sis, said Daisy. 3 weeks later, Misty's sisters were no longer in their Psyduck look. They were back to their normal look. But still fooled Misty every order no matter followed Misty's every order no matter what. It was like she never asked them to do anything mean or stopped just to help with the gym, and her Pokemon were very happy now to see Misty back in her good old self. Misty's life went from hell to heaven thanks to her Pokemon. She never forget what they did for her and always plays to give them all a big thank you by the next month. Promise to get... Oh, God, I can't... Okay. Apparently, the Psyduck, like, put a spell on them or, like, hypnotized them or something. Maybe. And then after they stopped being hypnotized, they said, we'll be nice or something. I don't know. I tried. So, that was the first story this person ever wrote. What's the next one? Healing a Broken Heart. This one is even longer. This one's almost double the length. So, we want to get back to where we were in Aster's Champion. Because that's the Skyrim one. And I want to... It's the first mention of it. But I want to know where the hell Skyrim comes into this. So, let's go with Healing a Broken Heart. I'm guessing this is the same set of stories. So, Healing a Broken Heart by 719 Blade. After losing Hot Shot, what will it take to heal my broken heart? So, broken spelled correctly in the title, but not in the description. Got it. Lord. I walk out of the Pokemon Center feeling like 8 tones, but really I weighed 380 with all my Pokemon stuff on a sunny day. All I see is darkness. My body shakes as if it's -12 I'm guessing degrees they mentioned, and looking over at the the thermometer, showing it's 78 doesn't help. Sawing I had the blues would be an improvement to how I really am. The reason for why I feel like I do is, for one reason, my starter Pokemon dead. Oh, okay. About 3 days ago, about two mouse Hotshot had a hard time catching his breath. Hotshot? Meows? What? So the Pokemon's name is Hotshot, okay? Had a hard time catching his breath, but I thought it was the Bates Motel. But 3 days ago, I was acted by this one guy. He stand me in my right shoulder, even shout me in my knee. I blacked out after seeing Hotshot go after him. It was he was, instead of acted, I was attacked by this one guy. He stabbed me in my right shoulder, even shot me in my knee. I blacked out after seeing Hotshot go after him. Can this guy spell any words correctly? Please, just spell any words correctly, so I don't have to do a double take at every other line I'm reading. I'm pouring another shot. I'm not drinking it yet, but I'm pouring another one. Getting started early today. Not even 4. This is not normal, by the way. I'm normally an alcoholic at other times of the day, just not this time of the day. Alright. So, this guy's Pokemon died. I don't know the whole thing about saying he weighed a bunch. I'm guessing that meant with his equipment, and it feels like it's heavier because his Pokemon died, but fair enough. I walk up in a Pokemon Center, pretty bang up. I was agile to get Hotshot. I was agile to get to Hotshot, knowing he... Adamant? Is that what you meant to say? I was adamant to get to Hotshot, knowing he was on the bed right to the right of me. Did help. I took his hand. He looked at me and we gave each other a cheerfully smile. How you doing? I asked. Okay, you, said Hotshot. Again, what Pokemon is Hotshot? Did they even say what Pokemon Hotshot was? I don't know. I'm guessing it's like a Charmander or something. I wasn't Spires that... I was... Spires? Serious? I wasn't serious? Spires? Okay. I wasn't Spires that I could hear him. I met this old guy when I first stared, he said. I met this old guy when I first stared, he said, that people have a unity bond with their starter. That when the end of one came, both could understand each other. You can understand me, can't you? Asked Hotshot. Yes, I can. That can only mean... ... I said. Wait. So, is this guy trying to say he can only understand... You can only understand a Pokemon when it's about to die? Is that what they're trying to say? Then how come Misty could understand her Pokemon? And how come in the future story, the other Pokemon that the Dragonborn guy had could talk to him? Like, what? That's not the question. That's not the question. Dustin, stop. Okay, Dustin. That is the Dragonborn guy. This is the Dragonborn guy. So, yeah, yeah, Dustin's the name of the guy in the Skyrim story that comes after this that we haven't finished yet. Dustin, stop. I know I was dying. I didn't say anything because I wanted to make your dreams come true, said Hotshot. Okay, he lied to him? Okay. Hotshot, you know how... Hotshot. I mean, if this guy can do dragon shouts later, I guess it makes sense to misspell it that way. Hotshot, you have no idea what all you have done for me, being on this trip with you, and the others was my dreams, and you helped me find my little sis and make things right with my mom. The list goes on and on, best friend I ever had. I will never forget you. I love you like a bro, I said. No story about that? Everything in that paragraph? We're just gonna skip over all that? No backstory? No? Okay. I love you too, Dustin. I made this for you. Handing me a necklace with a tooth on it. Okay, a necklace with a tooth on it. I realized it was his tooth. You were asleep. Dustin, can you promise 2 things for me? 1, to keep that close to you, and 2nd, to never change how you are, okay? Said Hotshot. I promise, I said. Thank you, I love you, he said right before his heart gave out. What, like an instant thing? Like, he fall asleep, like... Okay, so, that Pokemon's dead. Again, I'm guessing it's like a Charmander or something. So it died. Goodbye, old friend, I say before I fell to the ground out cold. I woke up 3 hours later seeing Nurse Joe. not Nurse Joy, Nurse Joe. That's the backup for when Nurse Joy's out. They don't get another Nurse Joy, they just send in Joe. He's the intern. With Nurse Joe looking over me, she gave me a cheerfully smile, seeing my eyes open. I look over to see I still had Hotshot's necklace, and I thought to myself these words. May death take me, deform this necklace. May death take me from this neck is? What? May death take me, deform this neck is. Next is. Death take me from this next kiss? Is that what he's trying to say? Death take me from... May death take me from this next... I don't know what he's trying to say here. I can't translate that. I was in so much pain. I was in so much P-A-N-E pain. I started to cry at this point. I felt a gently hand stroking my head. I look over to see it was my Gardevoir. Okay, so that Pokemon is in the Skyrim story. Don't cry, Sweaty. Oh, thank God they used the Sweaty meme unironically. The purposefully misspelled Sweaty, but this time it's completely by accident. Oh my God. Oh. Don't cry, Sweaty. It's going to be okay, she said. What, so he couldn't hear... Wait, he couldn't talk to his other Pokemon until it was about to die. But he can talk to the Gardevoir just fine. Is it because it's a psychic type? Is that it? I don't know. Gardevoir had always looked towards me in a motherly way. I had to translate that. It wasn't long after my other 2 Pokemon came and look after me. Miss Drevis come and rude it head on my... Miss Drevis come and rude it head on my... Okay, I'm taking a drink. I can't. Can't do this no more. Let me check chat again. It's all quiet on the chat front. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna keep going for everyone watching the VOD. Okay. Came to look after me, mischievous come and rooted head on my, period. Gardevoir bent down and pick up Espeon and put her on the bed, and she rued her head on my hand. Gardevoir bent down, picked up Espeon, put her on the bed, and she rubbed her head on my hand. Jesus Christ, this person cannot spell. It's great to see a family there for one another. I give you 4 some time, said Joe, the intern. Thanks, Joe. They keep spelling it Joe. Does this person not realize they're spelling this guy as Joe? At least he capitalizes the letters of the people here. Like, in the other story, nothing's capitalized, I don't think. Or was that the Bloons Tower Defense one from before? I don't know. Anyways, how are you, Dad? Oh yeah, they call him Dad. His other Pokemon call him Dad for some reason. I don't know why this person's just weird. How are you, Dad? Asked Espeon. She had always looked at me as a father. I've been better, I said. We talked to Joe, and we be back on your feet in 3 days, okay? Said Miss Drevis. Well, at least one good thing came out of this, I said. We all miss him, Dustin, said Gardevoir. I know, but it's going to take a long time to heal my broken heart. H-A-R-T, heart, I said. I spent the next 3 days healing into I was at the beginning of the story. Okay. It's not going to do me no good to stay here. Better get going, I said. I got 3 feet away into I heard an old voice from my past. Bro, said an old voice. What, hey? Getting heat by my little sister. What? Getting what by your little sister? What? Getting hit by my little sister? Dawn, I hate when you do that. Oh yeah, Dawn's his sister in this, I think. It's in the Skyrim story. I know, Dustin, but I was happy to see you now. It's very rare when I see you, and I would to introduce you to my friends, okay? Dawn said. I don't think this is the best time, Dawn, I said. Why, what's wrong? Asked Dawn. Hot Shout, again, not Hot Shout, Hot Shout. Hot Shout died 3 days ago, I said. Oh, it's okay, bro. I know how close you two were, but it's going to be okay, Dawn said. Thanks, Dawn, I said. Sorry. So, come on, let's go see my friends. It will help, said Dawn. Jace, I have to... How do you spell guess as Jace? Jace? I guess I have nothing to lose, I said. You make it sound so weird saying that, hey, you're not just going to run in when in trend around our... You're not just going to run in trend around, are you? Asked Dawn. I don't know what he's trying to say there. No, ever. If I wound to, I can run, I said. I can't read this shit. I can't read it. Okay, come on. Come on, they're on the other side, said Dawn. Dawn lead me to the other side. What, you got friends on the other side? Okay. Lead you to other side where her friends and their Pokemon were. Hey, look how I found up... hey, look who? Why does this guy always spell who as how? I feel like an owl. Hey, look how I found up on this... Hey, look how I found up front. This is my big brother, Dustin, said Dawn. Just saying this right now, whatever she said about me is a lie, I said. I love how you say that, and you have no idea what she said about you, said Zoe. Zoe, I haven't heard that name before, that's new. Also, wow, thank you for explaining the joke, very cool. Maybe, but you know as well as me, Zoe. Dawn can oversay things, I said. I can translate a few bits of this, but not all of it. Whatever, bro. This is Ash, Brock, Misty, her sisters, Daisy and Violet, and Lily. And this is Iris, Silent, and last but not least, May, her little brother Max, said Dawn. Oh god, isn't that the entire, like, Pokemon crew from that show? Oh yeah, Mr. Pickle, yeah, the stream's early today. I just felt like doing it earlier. Even though I'm already a few drinks in, so we're day drinking today. But, Pickle, basically all that you missed right now was me going through, we are going through this person's back catalog. Their earlier stories. Because I was so confused reading yesterday's story about this Pokemon thing, where this Pokemon Elder Scrolls thing, where the main character is a Pokemon trainer, but also lived in Skyrim for 8 years, and even though this is the first story in their list that had anything about Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls, it didn't, like, it references it as if it happened in the past, and I couldn't find any previous stories. But either way, we're going through the previous stories, hoping that there's some sort of connection with the new stuff. So I'm guessing this is all. The ones we read this one, where it's just the Pokemon Misty from the show had, getting revenge on her sisters. Now we're reading Healing a Broken Heart, where the main guy, whose name is Dustin, which is also the Dragonborn guy. So this is the Dragonborn guy, I'm guessing before he went to Skyrim. I don't know how that works, but he lost his best friend Pokemon. Like, his best friend Pokemon died after getting shot, I think, and he got shot as well, but he recovered. So, and this is the story about him trying to feel better and meet new people after his Pokemon got shot. Also, it's funny, they don't even say what type of Pokemon the Pokemon that got shot was. Pickle says, what the is the fuck? Also, yeah, the grammar's even worse. It's better in some ways, and it's worse in others. Like, in the last story, he actually used periods. The Misty's Pokemon Get Revenge, he used commas and periods. But this one, Healing a Broken Heart, he did not use commas and periods. So, I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, where we're leading off, they just introduced the entire cast of that Pokemon TV show to our main character, Dustin, after his best friend died. Because I understand. I'm trying to translate most of this as I go. So yeah, so Dawn, Dustin's sister, is introducing Dustin, who has just gotten out of the hospital, to the entire cast of the Pokemon TV show. Whatever, bro. This is Ash, Brock, Misty, her sisters Daisy, Lily, and Violet, and this is Iris, Silent, and last but not least, May and her little brother Max, said Dawn. Look out, I said, question mark. Wait, look out, said question mark. What the hey, I said. What the hey? Every time I read the word the, it makes me want to talk like I'm a British aristocrat. What the hey, I say. Oh, great heavens. Me and Ash got thrown by a blonde girl. Ash lucky laid in the water. I unlucky heat a tree arm. I have to translate this shit. Let me translate it. Me and Ash got thrown by a blonde-haired girl. Ash got lucky and landed in the water. I, unluckily, hit a tree arm first. How does this guy not be able to form half a coherent sentence? Oh well. I felt like I broke it. Not broke it, but broke it. But I only put it out of place. Still hurts pretty bad. Well, yeah, if your best friend died, no wonder your heart would be pretty bad. Not that your arm's not hurting at all. Like, what a great way to spell hurt. Oh, Lord. That's Bianca. Hey, Dustin, are you okay? Asked Ash. I think I broke my arm. No, wait, it's just pot out of place. Me good. What is he popping out? I think I broke the arm. No, wait, it's just put out of place. Me good. Need to eat me spinach. I am so sorry, said Bianca over and over. It's okay, Bianca. I have gone thrown badder things than this, I said. Hey, bro. Why not let out your Pokemon? Asked Dawn. Why not? Gardevoir, Misdreavus, and Espeon, come on out, I said. Dawn, giving her a big old hug, said Gardevoir. Again, another weird thing that came up in this story. Mr. Pickle said, "Thaw is cockily brulic." What the hell? Brulic? I don't know what the hell you're saying, dude. Like Cockney? Do you mean like Cockney? Because I know what Cockney is, but I don't know. Anyways, also another weird detail. Right before his friend's Pokemon, or this main character's Pokemon died in the hospital, they were, like, next to each other in 2 hospital beds. And the other Pokemon's like, oh, you can hear me right now because, you can hear me speaking to you right now because trainers can understand their Pokemon when they're about to die, said the Pokemon that's about to die. And he's like, oh, well, I can hear you, so that means you're about to die. And then he's like, yeah, I'm dead, and then he dies. So I somehow figured that out through the terrible mess that was the first chapter, or the start of this chapter. Yeah. I know I was dying. Yeah, like, if I go earlier, you can understand me, can't you? Yes, I can. That can only mean, because, like, when the end of one came, both could understand. Look, I tried to figure it out here. So then his Pokemon died. So apparently they established that you can only understand what a Pokemon's saying when they're about to die, right? But then we get to this point, and it's the same thing with the Skyrim story later, where he has these 3 Psychic-type Pokemon, and I'm guessing they can just talk to him anyway because they're Psychic-type? Like, that's what I'm guessing? But they can talk to him anyway, and they're not about to die, so... Translation, the cock is ball. Thaw is cock. Okay, yeah, I'm still learning this insane dialect, so we'll see. Let me take a sip, I'm thirsty. So, he's just unleashed his 3 weed-smoking girlfriends. I mean, his 3, Psychic-type Pokemon. and they are about to introduce themselves, and apparently they call him Dad. Here, let me respond. I have one of my family members sent an important text here. One moment. I'm helping my family out with some college questions. I got a family member going through the same college I went to, so I need to answer this person's question. One moment. Wait, Pickle, you haven't heard of the 3 weed-smoking girlfriends thing? Look that up. Just go on Google and look up my 3 weed-smoking girlfriends. It's like this weird comic someone made after some crazy guy on the internet talking on, like, Tumblr or something. Anyways, let's see. Okay, I responded to them. I just didn't want to leave my sister hanging. Anyways, alright, so yeah, he just unleashed his 3 weed-smoking girlfriends, I mean psychic-type Pokemon, to call him Dad. Alright, where were we? Oh, yep. Why not? Gardevoir, Miss Drevis, Espeon, come on out, I said. Dawn, giving her a big ol' hug, said Gardevoir. I miss you too, Gardevoir, said Dawn. I saw Miss Drevis came up behind Misty and her sisters, and I know what was going to happen. They're gonna scare her. Yeah, boo, said Miss Drevis. Also, it's, I'd like to point out, of course this guy has a female Gardevoir. Of course he does. Anyways, Misty and all 3 of her sisters jumped. I hit the ground laughing so hard. What, did you break your arm again this time, now that you already broke it once? That's not funny, said Violet. If it makes you happy, she only does that to people she likes, and don't worry, she gets everyone at least once, I said. At least once, and I had to translate that to at least once, I said. Mom, I'm is lost. I can't read it when someone other than this person says it. I can't read your version of this dialect. Oh, Lord. Anyways. At this point, Espeon was clamming into my jacket. Clamming into my jacket. What's wrong, Espeon? I said. She's just a little shy, Dad. Oh, wait, no. Not she's. Just a little shy, Dad, said Espeon. It's okay, Espeon. Come on out, I said. Okay, Dad, said Espeon, cuddling up to me, then climbing out of my jacket. Wow, all 3 of your Pokemon can talk. Wait, so other people can hear them talk too? What's going on? What? Can they not just only talk right before they're gonna die? And why was Misty's Pokemon talking in the last story? Oh my god, I don't get it. I don't get it. I thought all the Pokemon could talk. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Oh, Lord. Wow, all 3 of your Pokemon can talk, said Max. Yaw can, yes, they can. Hey, Espeon, why not go play with Max, I said. Okay, Dad. Come on, Max. Bet you can't catch me, said Espeon. Well, we see. Come here, you, said Max, run after Espeon. Dad, Pickle says, Dad, am I have the high? You're short-circuiting my brain even more than it short-circuited anyways. Sometime later, Brock... Okay, because again, this guy... I think he means the actual character Brock, not just misspelling the word broke. Sometime later, Brock and Silent made lunch and called everyone to come and eat. I just went to the water. No matter how much I was hungry and how good the food looked, I just could not eat. I was thinking about Hotshout. Everything... Okay, Hotshot's the name of the Pokemon that died, but he keeps spelling him Hotshout. Also, we don't know what type of Pokemon Hotshot was. I'm guessing it's a Charmander, but we never were told, so he just called him Hotshot. Everything around me just went away. Even the sound of Dawn's voice calling me went unheard. My focus went to the necks that... Oh, the necklace instead of the next. The necklace that Hotshot made for me. Because he gave him a necklace with his teeth, one of his teeth in it. But all of the sundial. As I look in the water, I saw Hotshout. All of the sundial. What? all of the sundial. I realized my face was over it. I don't know what he's trying to say here. But all of the sundial, as I look in the water, I saw... I'm not going to try to think about it. Dustin, why are you doing this to yourself? It's going to make you feel even worse than what you do now. Just remember, that I will always be with you in that blazing spirit of yours from the first time we meet. I felt that not spirit, that sprit you have, and I have always looked to I always look towards you for a will to fight, and that spike in your eyes always gave it to me. With love, and you never push me or the others too hard. You're going to do great things, Dustin. Now go eat. I love you, and don't have to say anything. I know you love me. I be watching over you, Dustin. So long, said Hotshot. Okay, so the Pokemon spoke to him in the reflection of the water from beyond the grave. Got it. I had to wipe some tears from my eyes when Espeon came up to me. Now let's check chat. My favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon because she's cool. So Mr. Pickle, you're no better than the main character here who has a female Gardevoir. You got your favorite's the Vaporeon for no specific reasons. It reminds me of that photo meme where it's this guy holding like a Vaporeon and he's like, I will proceed to pleasure myself with this fish. Pretty sure it was an edit of something. Probably some anime or something, but then again, I don't watch anime. To pour another shot for the next time I have to stumble over my words. Give me a sip of something to drink, because I know these streams make my throat kind of nervous. If a body part can get nervous, I'm guessing. The way this guy's writing is starting to impact the way I'm speaking. I hope that's not a permanent thing. Dad, are you okay? Said Espeon, rubbing up to me. No, but I will be, I said. Okay. No. Okay, come on, let's go eat before it's all gone, said Espeon. Alright, I said, walking over to see there was a plate with some food on it. I was wondering when you were coming over here, handing a plate with food. Eat up, there's more where this came from, said Dawn. Thanks, Dawn, I said, sitting down to eat. Hey, Dustin, what's your going life? Asked Ash. Wow, what a great first question to have someone. What do you going life? What do you mean? I said. You know, like I wound to be a top coronet. I wound to be a top coronet. What the fuck is a coronet? What's a coronet? Chat, what the hell is a coronet? You wanted what to the base? I said fish, not, well, the bass, but still. I can't tell when someone's saying bass or bass. Anyways, it was a meme. Don't worry about it. It's just a meme, Dick. Sit down. Okay, let me read this again. Ash is saying, you know I want to be a top coronet. Ash. He wounds... Wait, that's not Ash speaking, is it? I can't read this! I can't read this! You know, I would like to be a top coronet. Ash, he wants to be a Pokemon master. Brock wants to be the best breeder. Please put that in different context. Yeah, Brock breeds, guys. To be the best breeder. What are you working towards? With you traveling a lot, I figure you're working towards something big. So what is it? Said Dawn. So that was Dawn speaking, not Ash. So Dawn wants to be a contestant? Is that what that is? A coronet? Is she saying contestant? Is that what she's saying? I don't know what coronet is. Whatever. Let me think. I guess to do whatever the world throws at me. I mean, I really don't have a goal. I'm just working towards to see the new things and try them out, I said. Well, yeah, I mean, he's gonna be the Dragonborn later. There's no way he has a purpose other than what people tell him. No wonder you're away from home for so long, for it must be hard to stall on so many goals at once, I said, Iris. Well, I think he means start. But, he said stall, which also is relatable. Well, the only thing I can say is that ever beginner and end, and every... every beginner and end, and every end and beginner. How do you speak that poorly? This guy means to say every end has a beginning, and every every beginning has an end, and every end has a beginning, I said. But, like, he spelled it. Again, the way he said it is, well, the only thing I can say to that is ever beginner and end, and every end and beginner, I said. This is how this guy speaks. Like, I want to hear this guy speaking and realize, I mean, I'm guessing he's better now since this was made in 2012, but, like, oh my god. Sometime later, I went up to get some water, then I heard Espeon cry out. Dad! Yelled Espeon. Ash Brody spray. Yeah, we heard Brody a lot yesterday, too. Okay. Dad, yelled Espeon. I ran back to see the Pokemon were in some kind of box, Dawn and the others in another. What's going on here, I said. It looks like we missed one, said James, and you know how you... And just how are you, Trip? I think this person says, and just who are you, twerp, said Jesse, because it's Jesse and James, you know? But instead of saying, and just who are you, twerp, they said, and just how are you, Trip, said Jesse. I can't take this shit. I'm not gonna take the shot yet, but anything else that's weird, I'm gonna take the shot. The name's Dustin, but my bros call me Blade. Oh, he's got a nickname! Didn't know he got a nickname! Oh, he's such an edgy boy instead of... yeah, with the name Dustin, no wonder he wants to be called Blade Lamau. Yeah, let me guess, he's the ultimate life form too, right? I'm guessing he is... If he's the Dragonborn, he's gotta be the ultimate life form too. Is he gonna Fusradab him, or is that later? Oh, lord. You can call me Blade, and going by those red R's on your chest, y'all must be Team Retarded! You see it here, you all must be Team Retarded. Blade, Team Retarded Blade? What? Wait, then why Blade I said, instead of Blade said? What? You see it here, folks? Pickles says sex box and blub blub. I can't read your shit either. Look, you're gonna make me have an aneurysm, Pickle. This is a good time as any. After reading Team Retarded, I'm just gonna take a drink. We are Team Rocket, you Trip. I assume they mean twerp. You twerp, said Jesse. Yield Jesse instead of yelled. I can't. Me neither, Pickle. Me neither. Oh, God. Well, sorry, my bad, I said, in a I really don't give a care voice. Oh. Well, sorry, my bad, I said in a I really don't care voice. You should have seen the look on their faces. Priceless. Wow, you sure owned them. Thanks, Dustin. I mean, Blade. You really got him there. Wow. Hit the sarcastic option in Fallout 4. You going to wish you never said that. Red X, get him, said Meowth. Red X? Red, what I said when a human-like thing landed behind me. Yeah, me too. Red? What? I am Red X. Okay, this person is Red X. I guess he's working for Rocket? Do they mean Red from Pokemon? Like, the guy Red from Pokemon Red? Like the main character? What? I am Red X. I have over 50 fighting styles in my programming. Oh, is he a robot? What? Styles. Oh, 50 fighting styles in my programming. I guess he's a robot? Never mind. Okay. I'm getting whiplash after gut punch here. So, I have 50 fighting styles in my programming. Give up now, and I make your death painless. Thank God, I don't want to die falling out of a plane. Please make my death painless instead of painless. Oh, Lord. I make your death painless, he said, showing a blade with fresh blood on it. Who the fuck did he kill? What, did he kill his old Pokemon best friend that died? Oh, Lord. You must be pulling my leg. I've been, for a good sword fight for some time now. pulling out a red gem fire sword to my side. What the fuck? This Pokemon guy has a magical gem fire sword. Okay. Yeah, sure, pal. Sure, pal. You keep telling yourself that. I bet this guy's schizophrenic. Oh, Lord. A fire sword to my side as a two-handed sword appears in my hand. Where the gem? Where the gem? Not where the gem was. Where the gem? I'm like your fighting sprit. Instead of spirit. I'm like your fighting sprit. Fighting with a sword is a good way to die, said X coming towards me. Coming towards me. I want someone to be coming towards me. I can't take this shit. This is taking so much of a mental toll trying to translate this. The fight with Red X and me was a hard one. Yeah, you're the only one that's hard there, pal. He got me a few times before I saw he was favoring his right leg. If I could just land a heave blow on his leg, I could end it. Land a heavy blow on his leg, I could end it. I added the word on. My brain automatically added the word on because this guy's writing is so badly. Like, I didn't even read it, but I just assumed it was there to actually make my words flow better. This is how bad this person's writing is. In the last stand, Red X and me ran at each other. Now one of us will now die. Now one of us will now die. He swung his sword up, and I slid down, giving that blow to his leg, causing he to drop his sword. I went over, grabbed it, showed my sword, shoved my sword through his chest, and used his own sword to cut off his head. So was it a robot? Because if it said programming, like, again, 50 styles of programming, I'm guessing that thing was a robot, but he's saying one of us will die. So is it a robot, a human, or a cyborg? What the hell is this thing? And why is it being used by Team Rocket? Like, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, and cut off his head. Team Rocket, tidy to see me... Okay, Team Rocket tried to run, seeing that I defeated Red X. I threw his sword at them. It sped and cut their bloom. Oh, what? Don't they have a hot air balloon or something? It cut their bloom, making them fall, and after the sword came back to me, so it's a boomerang sword, got it. I ran after them. They landed in a field not too far from the center. Well, look, no, this person ain't a real writer. Team Rocket has to go blasting off again. They can't just, like, land in a field next to you. They gotta go blasting off again. That's how it works. If they did cut that thing, it would, like, send them careening into space, right? Because that's how it always goes. They gotta be blasting off again. You're not gonna do this shit. Okay, anyways. They landed in a field. The boxes my Pokemon and friends were in didn't have a scratch on them, but was going to change. I caught Red X's sword in my head opening of my... Wait. I put Red X's sword in my head opening of my shirt and jacket? Using my two-handed sword to cut open the box. I don't know what he's saying. Okay, he cuts the boxes open with the sword. Got it. I'm not even gonna think about it. Every time when I'm alone, I'm blasting off again. Shut up, Pickle! Shut up! I'm the one making the innuendos here, not you. That's my right. I'm the streamer. I make the innuendos. Oh, Lord. So, using the two-handed sword to cut open the box, it went through it like it was just water. Okay, it went through it like it was water. Okay. Are y'all okay, I said? I think so, said Dawn. Road work ahead. I sure hope it does. Okay, back to the story. Everyone's okay over here, too, Dad, said Espeon. You little trip. These box cost us a futon. Cost them a futon? Okay, let me translate for y'all. You little twerp. Those prison boxes cost us a fortune, said James and Jesse. But no, you little trip, those boxes cost us a futon. I need a futon, damn it. That sounds comfy right about now. I want a futon. That's it, I'm pouring another shot. I gotta pace myself, I need a half shot. I almost knocked over my shot glass, case in point. God, I need a futon right now. I mean, I would prefer a fortune, but a futon would work too. Okay, that's enough about futons. Let's keep going. You're going to pay for that? Get him, said Meowth. Meowth, that's right. Bro, let us take it from here, said Dawn. Yeah, it's our time now, said Misty and their sister. They're all yours. They're all yours. Looking over to see Gardevoir was holding her arm and walking over to see her. Are you okay, Gardevoir? I asked Espeon and Misdreavus came over to see her. Again, please put a period after asked. It's just all one giant run-on sentence. I can't read this shit if you don't put any periods anywhere. That stops one thought and begins another. Do you know how periods work? Clearly you did, because the previous story, this story, Misty's Pokemon Get Revenge, uses periods. He actually uses periods here. Did someone else write this one for you? This one is written better. You still make all these spelling mistakes, but at least you goddamn use punctuation. Oh my god. Please, use any sort of punctuation. This is after the last one. How? How did you get worse after your last story? I don't get it. I'm drinking. I don't get it. You're driving me to drink. Pickle says check Discord. Alright, one moment. Me watching the stream. Yeah, I don't know if you took that picture, but either way, that's a beautiful picture. That describes it perfectly. That's how I feel. That's how you look. That's how I feel. Trying to read this. Oh, Lord. Let's see. In fact, I could show that picture, actually. The one time I can show a picture on stream. There you go. Oh, Lord. Okay. Now, let's get back to it. Before I die again. Let me refresh the stream chat, too. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So, after all the nonsense about futons and shit, let's get back to it. Oh, the stream's getting weird. One moment. The stream's getting weird. Give me a second. And by weird, I mean weirder than normal. Okay, back to it. Looking over to see Gardevoir was holding her arm. Are you okay, Gardevoir? I asked. Espeon and Misdreavus came over to see her. She showed me... I thought she meant like she shooed me away, but no. She showed me her arm was bleeding really bad, having my sword go back to a gem. I thought his, like, sword cut her or something. No, having my sword go back to a gem. Again, he never explained how he got a gem sword. He just had it. In the Pokemon world, he just had a gem sword, but yeah. I picked Gardevoir up and took her to the Pokemon Center. On the way, I heard 3 faint voices say, "We're blasting off again!" Or, a gene. "We're blasting off a gene!" They said. Stream was fucked from the start. Yeah, it was, really. I mean, there's no way to make a good stream like this, but I'll try. But look, here we go. We got our "they're blasting off again" thing. There we go. They now got launched into the sun. Later, I found out it was Team... Not again! Is this person meaning to type Team Rocket? Because they typed Rocket once. So they mentioned Team Rocket 3 times. One of those times, they spelled it Team Rocket. The other time, and now this time, the third one, they're spelling Team Retarded. I can't change that anymore. Is this guy doing this on purpose? Is this bait? Is this... Like, this is 2012, so I'm guessing this was legitimate, but... This guy was a classic troll, like wearing the old troll face shirt troll, I don't know. Later, I found it was Team Retarded Pops, I mean, Team Rocket. Oh, no, they meant it! They meant it! This person meant it! Oops. Instead of oops, they said Pops. It was Team Retarded. Oops, I mean Team Rocket. Still don't care about them, and yes, I did that on purpose. Well, thank you for clearing that up. I didn't read far enough. No, you did it on I understand you did it on purpose. I'm about to Khalil my slef. Okay. After she was in the center, I found out she would be fine. Oh, nope, she's not gonna die like your other Pokemon. Got it. Bro, there you are. What happened? Said Dawn, walking up to me. Gardevoir got heat. Gardevoir went into heat. Oh no. Keep her away. No, you don't want to get arrested. Okay, Gardevoir got heat really bad, and I had to get her to the center, I said, as a shard pain went through my body. Okay, as a sharp pain, P-A-N, a shard pain instead of sharp pain went through my body, making me fall on the ground out cold. Okay, he just straight up passed out. Are you in Skyrim now? Are you going to Tamriel? Come on. I woke up about 5 days later in the center. Oh, never mind. My left arm and leg in bangs. I think he means bandages. In bangs... Oh, banged up. Never mind. He means banged up. My left arm and leg were banged up. I problem should have stayed down, but I got up. I almost stood up, but Joy came in and stopped me. I have to translate this. My left arm and leg were banged up pretty bad. I probably should have stayed in bed, but I got up and almost stood up, but Nurse Joy came in and stopped me. So they got rid of Joe, because before it was a guy named Joe, and he had capital letters and everything. So I'm guessing it was a mistake, because none of the other names from earlier... Well, no, that one's capitalized. I don't know. So instead, they fired their intern Joe, and now Nurse Joy is back. Got it. You must rest in on way to move, she said. You must rest, you're in on way to move, she said. Cool. Where Gardevoir, I said. She fine, in much better shape than you are now. Rest, she said. How did this guy get injured so badly just from, like, falling on the floor? What, are your bones made of twigs? I guess this guy just... he breaks his bones every time he stands up. Okay. How is that true? She had some really bad cuts, I said. You are down to the bone and some, she said. What? He fell on the floor! Am I missing something? He had a sharp pain. What, did he just get... Did like a gremlin cut him in the leg? In the shin or something? Like, what the fuck? I don't know what happened to this guy. Some weak-ass Dragonborn. Oh, Lord. Just then, Espeon and Misdreavus came in. Not came in, came in. Dad, how are you feeling? Asked Espeon. Joy here said that I'm in pretty bad shape, but I live to see another day, I said. I didn't say that, said Joy. I didn't say that, said Joy. Oh yeah, you're gonna die, friend. But it's truly right. Him and Gardevoir will be alright, said Misdreavus with a sad look in her face. On her face. Yes, they both will de-fins. They both will de-fins. Gardevoir will be back on her feet, F-E-A-T. He's misspelling shit on purpose now. Back on her F-E-A-T by tonight. But if Dustin here doesn't rest, he will be here for less a month. Again, this person never spelled the word month correctly. They always say moth. Every time they said month, they say moth. Maybe 2 months. But if her does rest, he be up and moving by Wednesday? What? By the way, Dawn wanted me to give you this, handing me a card. And this is from me, giving me a kiss, for saving 2 center, said Joy. Saving the center? What, were they gonna kidnap the Pokemon or something? I'm guessing, whatever. You're welcome, I said, a little red. Misdreavus and Espeon leafed, seeing my face. I just rolled my eyes at them. What? Because he's already fucking the Gardevoir. No, I'm joking, but still. Joy led them out of the room, told me to rest, then left the room. I looked at the card she gave me. It was a get well soon card signed by Dawn and her friends. Wednesday was 6 days away, and like Joy said, I rested for those days. It was a little hard to eat, walk, or sit up. But with Joy and Pokemon's help, I was back on my feet and ready to good by Wednesday. Again, he doesn't spell out Wednesday, just W-E-D. I was steel. I turned into a ingot of steel, yeah. I was steel a little swore. I was steel a little swore. But my biggest hit by heart was healing a little faster. Then it was 10 days ago, on my way to the next city, Espeon had to ask me something. Dad, are you still mooning over Hotshot? Are you still mooning over Hotshot? Yeah, I'll just drop. I'm not gonna make that joke. Are you still mooning over Hotshot? She said. A little, my H-A-R-T heart is still broken. My Kevin heart is still broken, but it's healing slowly. But Sherry. Slowly but surely, instead Sherry. Don't call me Sherry, I said. The end. That was something. That was something. Oh, Lord. Alright, that's the second story done. We finished healing a broken heart. Healing a broken Kevin heart. On to the next one. On to the next one. After healing a broken heart is Dawn's new life. After hearing that her bro was coming home after so long, she goes and wats for him, but what hapes when his Pokemon Chang her life? Alright, let's read it. More suffering for everyone. Oh god, we've already gone over an hour. What a way to spend some time. Dawn was a regular 12-year-old girl whose world was about to take a new road. It all started when she took a walk in the forest near her hometown. She would make this trip to see her big brother, who comes home very rarely. The only other time she got to see him was when they ran into each other on their travels, and most of the time he would stop and talk, but for a sentence. A sentence or two. Not sentence, but a sentence or two, and then leave. Yeah, he's part of the Roman Senate, yeah. She always hated this. She always wanted to go with him on his travels, but he would never let her. She came to the conclusion that she have to be a Pokemon to be with him, and her wish was about to come true. She gonna turn herself into a Pokemon? What? Squidward, this guy had a Pokemon! I'm sorry, that's an old YouTube poop reference. Oh lord. Let me pour another sip. Set it down for now. I gotta pace myself. I'm not pacing myself well enough, but I just can't get through. I need the booze to help me read this shit. Because I have to lower my IQ to understand any of this. Not like I had much to lower to begin with, but still. Alright. As she got to the spot where she looked to see what the time is. Dawn. Okay, it's 2:57. Dustin will be here in 3 minutes. Yeah, like he's not going to be fashionably late. I know my sister has to wait for me to be there sometimes. Although I'm usually early, I'm not late. Alright. She knew he'd be there at 3 o'clock. He was never late. Or early. He was always right on time. When 3:01 came along, she got warder. Okay, what's up? He's never late. Yeah. Oh no, he's a whopping 1 minute late. Oh no! I wonder about him. Question mark. I can fix that. Oh, so a new character. Dawn. What? Trading around to see an old friend of her. Misdreavus. Boo! Okay, his Misdreavus scared her. Dawn. Ah, falling on her back. Misdreavus says, haha. Dawn. Misdreavus, you know I hate when you do that. Misdreavus. I know, giving Dawn a kiss, but you're just so much fun to scary. Not scare, but scary. Dawn. Thanks, Misdreavus. Dawn, you know I do it because I love you. Dawn. I know, but still. This person has never said the word still properly. S-T-I-L-L. Is it that hard? Oh, Lord. Misdreavus. Here, let me help you up. Using Psychic to get Dawn back on her feet. Dawn. Thanks, Misdreavus. Misdreavus. You're welcome, Dawn. Snuggling up to her lovingly. Okay, I can actually understand most of this stuff he's writing. Pickle says, I'm back. How much Team Retarded did I miss? Oh, we ended the last story. Basically, yeah, he fought out Team Rocket and then had a random, like... Here, let me pull it up. Shit, where's the stuff? We were reading Dawn's new life, but in the past story, at the end of healing a broken heart, at the very end, he, like, collapsed. Like, Gardevoir had gotten hurt and was in the hospital, and then he was looking at her in the hospital, and then he suddenly, like, felt a weird pain or something. I'm guessing he had a brain aneurysm, and his arm and leg just exploded or something. I don't know. And then he was in the hospital, too, and then he was healing, and that's how the last one ended. So, they didn't explain how he got hurt. He just suddenly exploded. But yeah, so he got out of the hospital. And now we're in a new one called Dawn's New Life, where his sister Dawn wants to talk with him a bunch, because he doesn't talk with her much. And, then she got spooked by his Misdreavus, I guess. Team what? Yeah, no. Oh, no, they're not Team Rocket. No, he gave them another. Well, it's funny, because at first I thought it was a mistake, but I guess he meant it both times. Because I guess he meant it when he called them Team Retarded. Which, I thought would have been a funny spelling mistake, but no, he meant it. Alright. Anyways. So, anyway, Misdreavus scared Dawn, even though, Dustin, the edgelord, aka Blade, is late. And his sister wants to talk to him, but, yeah, anyways, Misdreavus spooked her, and now she brought her back to her feet. Again, can't spell feet, he can't spell feet right either, he spells it F-E-A-T. Anyways, Dawn says, thanks, Misdreavus. You're welcome, Dawn. Dawn, wow, you know I can't resist you doing this. Again, wait. He meant to say rapping, but he missed the W. Where my cursor is. So I can't read this sentence word for word. I just can't read the sentence word for word now. He meant to say rapping, so I'm just gonna read the translation. Wow, you know I can't resist you doing this. Wrapping her arms around Misdreavus and giving her a hug. Misdreavus. And I love this, Dawn, when we have our little moments, but we have... Our little moments we have. But to the point, I am here to see your brother... See. She meant to say. I love this, Dawn, when we have our little moments. But I am here to point out that your brother is in a bit of a jam. What do you mean? You just need to come up the road, okay? Dawn says, lead on. Misdreavus leads down to a cave in the woods. Oh, are they getting to the Skyrim shit? Please be getting to the Skyrim shit. Thank God, they're taking so long. When is he going to Skyrim? Okay. Lead on. Leads down to a cave. Yes, he is in the back. There are no Pokemon inside, so come on. He is waiting. That sounds like Dawn's about to get kidnapped. Like, what the hell? Like, what? Yeah. Have Dawn go into the scary cave. Yeah, he's totally in there. Just go in the scary cave. Why is all the bad fanfiction the same? Also, thank you, Mr. Pickle, for that word vomit, which is probably what I'm gonna do in a few minutes. But, yeah, Dawn, wait, Misdreavus says that one. Wait, no, Dawn says, please, tell me you don't just lead me here to scary me. Please don't tell me you're leading me here just to scare me. Okay, I translated it. Misdreavus, that wasn't the plan, but I might. Thanks for the idea, Dawn. Oh, look, he actually had clever writing in part of this story. Dawn, me and my big mouth. See, that is him writing properly. You wrote 2 sentences. You wrote 2 whole sentences properly. That's a new record. Congratulations. Okay. They went a little farther down the cave till they reach a point where Dustin asleep. Oh, so he's actually there. Okay. And the other 2 of his Pokemon, Gardevoir and Espeon. Dawn went to see her brother. As she started walking towards them, she felt her body, all of the sunder, stop in her tracks. Dawn, what's going on? Espeon, we won't let you wake him up just yet. Dawn, okay, can I move, please? Gardevoir, no, not yet. By the way, isn't one of your biggest dreamer to travel with him? Your biggest dreams to travel with him? But no, he said dreamer. Yeah, it is, but I would have to be a Pokemon to do that. Misdreavus, that can be done. What do you mean that can be done? Is that a thing? Have people... Wait. Wasn't that a thing? Like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or something? I've never played any of those, but I heard people were turned into Pokemon in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but, like, never played them, so... Let's see. Pickle says, me when crying in cringe. Well, at least you spell things right. You have no excuse. Pickle, spell things right. You said... Say cringe, like a real man. Also, that's a water gun. You're pointing a water gun at yourself. Good job. Okay. Misdreavus says that can be done. Dawn, stop teasing me. We all know that can't be done. Espeon, want to bet? What? To bet? Dawn, stop. Sorry. Stop it. Y'all are just making fun of me now. Gardevoir, Dawn, if you trust us, just close your eyes and let us make your dream real, okay? Dawn just noted her head, and closes her eyes with saying a word. Alright, I'll translate it. Dawn just nodded her head, closed her eyes, and without saying a word during this, Misdreavus, Gardevoir, and Espeon used Psychic on Dawn, causing her to change. She started to shrink, then the move force... She started to shrink, then the move forced her to be on her hands and knees. Oh, okay. She started to shrink, and then the others caused her to go onto her hands and knees. Finally, she took the form of a Eevee. Okay, she's an Eevee now. Oh, I don't like where this is going. I really don't like where this is going. Dawn could not have seen, knowing she was covered in her clothes. Move around in her clothes. Again, clothes instead of clothes. And she popped out like a Diglett. She took a moment to look at her new body. There's 30% of the words in the story are misspelled. Dawn, what the? Espeon, wow, Dawn, you make a really cute Pokemon. Dawn, thanks, but how? Yeah, that's me too. Oh, Lord. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Pickle, for your inciting commentary. Boom, I made a story that made more sense than this. Oh, yeah, you made an emoji story. Nice. Very, very cool. Lamau. Mr. Pickle made a story using the, encapsulating a Live Leak logo. Anyways. Okay, Dawn says, thanks, but how? Gardevoir. It's too hard to say. It's too hard to say, okay? Picking her up out of her things and holding her close to her chest. Now, given that it's a female Gardevoir, when she holds her to her chest, doesn't they have, like, a spike? Don't most Gardevoirs have, like, a spike on their chest or something? As a Pokemon? I mean, most fan art has something else on their chest, but don't they have a spike on their chest, and wouldn't that, like, stab them? So, wouldn't Dawn get, like, stabbed or something? Segs, shut up. Okay. Now let's get you in Dustin's arms so when he wakes up, he sees you. Dawn says, y'all three have always gave me and Dustin a lot of love, but how will he know it's me? How will he now it's me? I have to uncorrect myself to make it accurate rather than correct. Oh, Lord. Gardevoir, he has his way, potting her in his arms, then tucking them in, giving Dawn a kiss. Good night, Dawn. See you in the morning. Dawn, and don't worry about your mom or your things. I will take care of it. Dawn, y'all, good night and thanks. Oh, she's being awfully calm for being turned into an Eevee. Yeah, if I woke up as a four-legged animal, I would be like, oh god, why did you turn me into a furry? Oh, Lord. Anyways. Gardevoir took her things, and then when she... Gardevoir took her things, and then when they're... I'm gonna have to translate it. Gardevoir took her things and went to her home to see her mom. She told her what happened to Dawn and Dustin. Her mom was okay knowing Dawn was okay with Dustin, but she told the Gardevoir he better be good to Dawn. Oh yeah, the mother's fine too. Yeah, yeah, just have a Gardevoir show up. Yeah, I'm your son's Pokemon. We turned your daughter into an Eevee. Hope you're okay with that, right? You're okay with it? You're good? Cool. Thanks. We'll keep her safe. Don't worry. Yeah, she's an animal now. Don't worry. yeah. What a great parent. Yeah, great parenting there. Better than iPad parents though. Gardevoir gave her mom her word that she would give. She gave Dawn's mom a kiss, then started to leave into Dustin's mom she meant to say until. Also, my music paused again. Give me a sec. And let me refresh this. Give me a moment. I have to restart that paragraph. I really have to restart that whole big paragraph here. Okay, Gardevoir took her things. I'll just translate it. Gardevoir took her things and went to the home to see the mom and told her what happened to Dawn and Dustin. Their mom was okay knowing that Dawn was with Dustin, but she told Gardevoir that he'd better be good to Dawn. Gardevoir gave their mom her word and then gave Dawn's mom a kiss and started to leave until Dustin's mom stopped her when she went to the kitchen and came back with a bag of splays. What are splays? It came back with a bag of splays. she told her that she was going to give it to Dustin when he came home, but now she wanted Gardevoir to give it to him. She feet so moved by her... felt instead of feet. She felt so moved by her Gardevoir, she gave her a big ol' hug and took the bag, then left. When getting back to the cave, she saw that Espeon and Misdreavus were up sleeping with their trainer. She smiled and put the bag down. Oh, it was a bag. I thought she meant like a bag of chips or something. Here, have this bag of Lay's. Take this bag of Lay's potato chips to my son. Put the bag down, then laid next to him, put her arms around him, then went to sleep. When the next morning came, Dustin started to wake up to see that there was a cave, seeing that his Pokemon were sleeping with him. Also seeing there was a fourth one in his arms. There was something to this one. Dawn, he thought to himself. He magically knows it's Dawn. Okay. It can't be, but it is somehow. It can't be, but it is how it be. So he just senses it's Dawn. Got it? Then his Pokemon started to wake up. Dawn starch out, then kiss her bro on the lips. Whoa! 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 Wait a minute here. No! No, that's not how this is supposed to work. No. I feel uncomfortable. Okay, by start she meant stretch. Dawn stretched out and kissed brother on the lips. Oh my god, I can't take it anymore. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Yeah, Mr. Pickle's right. Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. I can't. Where's my booze? There it is. I'm drinking to that one. I get it, Pickle. I get it's Alabama. I understand. You don't have to repeat it, Pickle. I understand it. It's an Alabama reference. Got it. Wait, didn't that change now? Isn't there another U.S. state that's known more for incest or something? Isn't that a new statistic or something? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just somehow find the strength to keep going. Okay, campers. Today's challenge is to find a way to keep going. Shut up, Pickle. Okay. Dawn. Good morning, bro. Oh, so he can hear her talk. Got it. Dustin. I thought it was you, but how? Again, they're both very nonchalant about this. They're like, oh, you're a Pokemon now. Cool. Instead of, why is my sister a fucking Pokemon? That's two different reactions. Joe Biden. Yes, my favorite presidential candidate, Joe Biden. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Thank you, Pickle. Anyways, Dustin said, I thought it was you, but how? Dawn. Espeon. Dawn wanted to be with you, but you never let her, Misdreavus. But now she can be with us since she's a Pokemon. Gardevoir. I hope you're not mad, Dustin. Oh, they didn't even ask him either. I hope you're not mad, Dustin. We just wounded to make you and Dawn happy, okay? Dustin. Oh, Lord, sorry. Dustin. My not mad, just a little spires? Just a little spires. What do you mean by that? My not mad, just a little spires that all but Dawn. Are you show you're okay with this? I'm not mad, just a little something that. Just a little scared? I'm not mad, just a little scared, that's all? But Dawn, are you okay with this? I won't make you fight if you don't want to, okay? I had to translate that, but even then, I think I got the translation wrong. So, he's like, you know, I won't have you fight other brutal animals, you know? That's only up to you. Do you want to fight other brutal animals? Do not Google what Pokemon 591 is. Is that Among Us? Is that, like, Amoongus or something? I'm betting you it's Amoongus. I'm gonna Google it, but I'm betting you it's, like, Amoongus, that one mushroom from Unova or whatever. Because I've heard that, I think I've heard that joke before. Let me see. Pokemon 591. I was right! I was right, Chad! It is Amoongus! It's Amoongus! Got it! I knew it! I knew it! Alright, anyways, sorry, Pickle. Anyways, back to the story. Let's see. Because again, Unova Gen 5 was my first Pokemon game, so yeah, I know I know what Pokemon that is. Anyways, Dawn says, it's okay seeing how you act to your Pokemon. I know I'm in good hands. I won't be too strong for you, though. Dustin, just be strong for yourself, not me, okay? Dawn says, okay, jumping into his arms to get a hug from him. I love you so much, bro. Dustin, I love you too, giving her a kiss on the head. Okay, at least it's a kiss on the head and not a fucking kiss on the lips. Oh my god. Lord. Yeah, okay, thanks, Pickle. Yeah, you made a pretty funny joke there, Pickle. Anyways. Gardevoir says, that's what I call brother and sister love. Hey, but by the way, your mom gave me this bag for you. The mom secured the bag, I guess, huh, chat? Anyways, hating him the bag that his mom gave her for him. Yes, you had to specifically put in parentheses that she hands him the bag that his mom gave to her for him. Yes, thank you. We didn't just hear that, yeah. Dustin says, let's see what mom gave us. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Also, Pickle, shut up. No, don't say that. No, you went too far, Pickle. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. Also, anyways, Dustin, let's see what mom gave us. Looking to see there was a new set of clothes for him. Again, I just automatically see the word clothes and I assume they mean clothing. New set of clothes for him, which was good to see that his ones had on were old and ripe. Oh god, don't describe your clothes as ripe. Please don't describe your clothes as ripe. Don't do that. It's not a good mental image. Lord. Okay, another thing was food in splays he need. Food in a case he need. K-N-E-A-D. Need. He needed for his travels. The last thing in it was a joiner that he could write down a journal. Why the fuck would you spell journal as joiner? What, did she just send him a fastener from Walmart? The letters from the world. Oh, shut up. You couldn't wait, what, like 8 or whatever days it's been since 9/11? Oh, Lord. Anyways, I hope I didn't... Oh, God, now that I said that word once, is that gonna mean I get flagged or something? Imagine this gets flagged. If I get flagged, it's just gonna suck. Whatever. I blame it on you, Pickle. Anyways. A journal instead of a joiner that he could write down what happens on his travels, and he found a note rotten on it. I hope it's not rotten. A note written, not rotten, written on it, asking him to take care of Dawn. Wow, all this time I thought she don't care. What happened to me? What, Dustin, how long have you been away from home? What, you still been in Skyrim for 8 years, or what? Come on, get to the Skyrim shit. Dawn said, Mom has always cared for you, but never had the chance to tell you. Mischievous, come on, Dustin. Where are we going this time? Dustin, how about where the wind blows us? Espeon says, sounds good to go. Sounds good. Let's go. Dawn says, then it's set. As the group went out to travel to see the world as Dawn's bro, Dustin does... Okay. As the group went out, they traveled to see the world as Dawn's bro. Dustin does... He wasn't into gym battles or contests like Dawn's Fringy were. And... Oh god, I can't read this! Let's see if I can translate it. As the group went on their travels... to see the world, as Dawn's brother, Dustin doesn't want to do gym battles or contests like Dawn's friend group, I'm guessing that's what fringy means, friends group were, and knowing he never stayed in one spot for long, it was too hard for them to find Dawn and Dustin, only rarely would they run into one another. In one mouth, instead of moth he says mouth this time, instead of meaning to say month. In one month's time, the only person they ran into was Zoe. Who the fuck is Zoe? At first she reasons Dawn. At first she doesn't realize Dawn at first, but when she did, she was a little sad, but happy Dawn was with him and they were more safe. 3 mouths later. Yes, three mouths later. Dawn. Hard to think it's been 3 mouths since... How do you spell since as Cinch! I can't even highlight the text. I'm clicking the left click button. I can't highlight text here. This is all non-highlightable. Hard to think it's been 3 mouths cinch that day. Right, bro? God. Pickle says, let's be honest here, he wouldn't be wrong to blame me. Shut up. No, I'm still gonna blame you. Even if I'm not right to blame you, I'm still gonna blame you. Dawn says, oh wait, no. Dustin says, yeah, it's been a year. It feels like a year has gone by. It's hard to keep up with the time when doing what we have. Dawn says, yeah, I can't get Zoe's face out of my head. She looks so sad. Dustin said, why? She always loved you, Dawn, and wanted to do something with you. Dawn says, hey, bro, would you never let me go with you on your trip? Oh, I think she asked why, yeah. Why would you never let me go on you with your trips? Dustin said, well, I don't want you to get in your way as a coordinator. Is that it? Coordinator? I am a coordinator. That's my job. I go to that job tomorrow. What? Is that the name for the people who do the Pokemon show contests or whatever they were? Is that the name for them? Are they called coordinators? Is that the thing? Is that a thing that exists? Just then, Dawn evolved into an Umbreon. Okay, yeah, sure. Yep, Dawn evolved, got it. Cool, way to just say that in one sentence, yeah. Yeah, just a normal Tuesday, yep, my sister evolved into a new Pokemon, got it. Yeah, cool, very cool. Dawn says, so that's what it feels like. I was so happy, I just had to evolve. Yeah, you got happy when your brother says he didn't want you to get in his way. Yeah, that makes you so happy you wanna, yeah. Best not to question. I'm just not gonna question it, chat. Let's just keep going. Dustin says, looks like it. Dawn, hey, where are the girls at? Just then, Miss Drevis, Espeon, and Gardevoir came walking up to them. Gardevoir was holding a sleeping Glameow. What Pokemon's a Glameow? I forgot what that looks like. In her arms. Seeing this, Dustin facepalmed. Dustin, tell me that's not who I think it is. Gardevoir, sorry, it is, laying her on his lap. Dustin, well, at least you and Zoe can be together again. What, did they steal Zoe's Pokemon or something? Is that what's happening here? I don't know. Dustin, well, at least you and Zoe can be together again. Dawn, looks like it, she said happily. Espeon, hey, look how evolved she, now. I think she means she. She is a dark type on his team now. I'm not gonna make any jokes about that. Let's just keep going. Dawn, and a normal type too. I'm not gonna make any jokes about that. I'm not gonna make any jokes about that. I'm not gonna make any jokes about that. Anyways, and a normal type 2, rubbing up on Zoe. As time went on, Dawn helped Zoe get used to being a Pokemon. What? Wait, Zoe's a Pokemon too? Oh god, no, they didn't steal Zoe's Pokemon. I was wrong. They didn't steal Zoe's Pokemon. They turned Zoe into a Pokemon, somehow. So, yeah, cool. Not only is our main character having a harem in the future, they have a harem of Pokemon. People turned into Pokemon now, so I'm just not even gonna... That's certainly, at the very least, questionable, at the very worst, jail time. So, yeah, let's just keep reading. As time went on, Dawn helped Zoe get used to being a Pokemon, and Dustin get used to having Zoe with him. Later, May joined his team as a Flareon. Oh, yep, they're turning the entire harem into Pokemon. Got it. Because they're all furries. But could never take the place of Dustin's long-past fire... could never take the place of Dustin's long-past fire-type Hotshot. Again, what Pokemon was Hotshot? Just tell us, which Pokemon was Hotshot? Please, you never mentioned it. Just let us know, is it a Charmander or what? Anyways, and May knew that too, but... never replace it, and May knew that, but she was still a good addition to his team. May was the last one that Gardevoir, Espeon, and Misdreavus turned into a Pokemon. Again, I automatically turned the word team into turned, because I knew what this guy was trying to say, because I'm getting too used to this guy's stupid, nonsensical style of writing. Dustin made clear to them that after telling them if they did this to anyone again, he would get rid of them, and never speak to them again. Oh, that's... well, I guess it's not harsh if they keep turning random people into Pokemon. though he would rather die than do it, but... Oh god, I'm not even gonna read that. Dawn used to think about him when she saw him on TV for winning some big thing and wish she could be there with him. Now she never leaves his side. And loves her brother. I mean, trainer. Her brother, I mean trainer. More than life itself. Umbreon, I love you, master. Dustin, I love you too, Umbreon. Kissing her. Don't threat Dawn, Zoe, and May will be back to normal by the next story. Okay, so this was a one-off he wrote, because he wanted to turn his sister into a Pokemon. Got it. Okay, let's see. Pickle said, I'm leaving, I can't handle this anymore. If you get banned from YouTube, blame me. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna blame you anyway. I don't need your permission. I'm still gonna blame you. But yeah, that was the end. We reached the end of the story. There's no second chapter or anything. So, let's see what's next. We finished Dawn's new life. Now we're on to these two. Well, and look, a snake's death takes place between chapters 3 and 4 of Aster's Champion. Or, sorry, Champmen, instead of Champion. So, and we were already reading that last night. We finished the first 2 chapters. And apparently, in this story, without any explanation, our main character here, Dustin, or whatever his name is, after the last story that we just read, had spent 8 years in Skyrim, with no explanation. We don't know anything about what he did in Skyrim. All we know is he did something with the Daedric Prince Nocturnal. And then after he got back to the real Pokemon world, or whatever that he was in before, apparently 1, he's now the Dragonborn, and he can do shouts, and 2, he made a pact with the Daedric Prince Aster, which I don't even know if is a real Daedric Prince or not, maybe one that's made up. Someone named Aster, after Aster kidnapped his Pokemon girl harem. And now he works for the both of the Daedric Princes. In the world of Pokemon. Not in the world of Tamriel, but in the world of Pokemon. So, I don't know what the hell's going on. What chapter are we in? We're in chapter 3. That's where we left off. So that's a good point for me to take a moment to step out. I'm going to be right back. Give me one moment, please, because I need to take a breather before this next bit. One moment. Okay, we're back. So, where we left off, after I take a sip, we're gonna read Aster's Chapman, aka Champion, Chapter 3. So the foreword by the author is, let's just some of what happened in Chapter 2. So I found out that Dawn and her friends somehow became protectors of Aster's temple, and after a fight with them and Aster, I found out he is connected to Nocturnal, the actual Daedric Prince that we heard about. After becoming his champion and some rest at the Pokemon Center, the 4 of us make our way home. Okay, so the world of Skyrim is now apparently leaking into the world of Pokemon, or, well, not the world of Tamriel, sorry. Skyrim's just a province. So. Yeah. It has been 2 weeks since becoming Aster's champion, and me, Dawn, Misty, and May have been resting at the Pokemon Center. When we got ready to leave the center, we headed towards Snow Point City docks, where we parted ways with May and Misty. On the way back, on the way back home, Dawn continued to ask me questions about Skyrim. Skyrim. I answered all of Dawn's questions, but I didn't tell her anything she didn't need to know, like the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood. I'm actually doing the Thieves Guild questline right now. Like, I am in Riften right now. I just finished the quest in Skyrim where you had to go infiltrate that, like, honey place and burn, like, the beehives and break into the safe. I just finished that one. And then I started on the main quest again, because that one guy was in Riften. So, anyways. After answering all of her questions about Skyrim, there was one question I needed to ask. Me: "Hey Dawn, can I ask you something?" Dawn: "Yeah, what is it?" Me: "Are you and Paul still dating?" Dawn: "No, we're not," she said with a sad look on her face. Me: "What happened? You two seemed to be going pretty good before I left for Skyrim." Dawn: "It just didn't work out between us." Me: "Sorry to hear that." Dawn: "It's okay, bro." Well, this time, I guess she turned back from a Pokemon into her regular self. I didn't know that from reading the earlier stories. It took Dawn and me about 2 weeks from Snow Point City to our hometown. When we got to our house, I was surprised that no one was home. Normally, our mom would leave. Okay, he said that twice. Normally, our mom would leave one of her 2 Pokemon, but there was no sign of either of them. Dawn left for the Pokemon lab shortly after we got back. She took all 3 of one Pokemon. She took all 3 of one Pokemon with her, leaving me home alone for about 2 hours. So she took his Pokemon. Got it. I went to get a glass of water, then headed up to my room to see it was in the same condition as I left for Skyrim 8 years ago. Please, for the love of God, tell us what happened while you were in Skyrim. Please! Oh, not after? Okay. I put my glass of water on the nightstand, jumped into my bed, literally, and fell asleep on impact. My boy did a me. He did a shoo. One of those two. My boy had the candlestick and the cap and gown. Not the cap and gown. Sorry, the resting cap after hearing a bump in the night. Anyways, I woke up hearing 2. Yeah, no, he did wake up. Let me guess. He has the boomstick and the nightcap and the candle, and he's gonna investigate a bump in the night. Yeah. I woke up hearing 2 people's voices. One was my mom, and the other one, I do not know. I took a drink of my... Oh, I remember from last night. We read this yesterday. We read this part. This is weird. I took a drink of my water, then headed downstairs. I got to the top of the stairs where I could see my mom was talking to Ash's mom. The 2 of them were hugging and kissing each other. Oh yeah, I forgot that, his mom and Ash's mom were having the hots for each other, so, yeah. I'm gonna make a joke, but I'm not. No. I would make a joke, but I'm not going to. I couldn't help what I was gonna do next. I snuck downstairs, while the 2 of them were sharing a passionate kiss, and when they were done, I said, "And you were yelling at Dawn for doing that with Paul. Got him." Got him, Dustin. No wonder he calls himself Blade. No wonder his name's Dustin. Anyways, the looks that came over their faces when they turned around and saw me were priceless. Just priceless. I wish I had a calmer. Again, he meant to say camera, but he said calmer. Wish I had a calmer to catch their faces when they saw me. Mom, how long were you standing there? She said, blushing. Me, just long enough to see that kiss. Mom, does Dawn know anything about this? Me, no, why? Before she could say anything, Dawn walks in the door and sees everything that's going on. I look at her face and decide to go see an old friend that didn't live too far away. Again, he just nopes out at that. He just walks away. I'm gonna go see how Red is doing. I'll see you in 2 to 3 days. Bye. And he's gone. He's out of there. Here, let me refresh the chat. Give me a sec. After that, I left. Not here, waiting to see what Dawn was gonna say. Red's hometown was actually in the Kanto region, but he did have a house in my home region, which he stayed at twice a week. His house was only a day's walk from mine, so I knew it would take a day to get there, a day to get back, and a 3rd day just to chill at his home. So, after a day's walk, I get to Red's house. I knew he was home because he always kept the front door open when he was there. But the way I always went in led me to the back of his house where a glass sliding door was. He always kept it locked. But it always looked like it was open, so I hopped over the fence and ran up to it, and face planted into it again. Great job! Yeah, I remember this part from last night. Yeah, good job, my friend. After this, I heard Red laughing for about 4 to 5 minutes before coming over and unlocking it. Red says, "You always keep forgetting that screen doors always lock." Me, "No, it's just that I keep trying to run through the glass door, which I'm going to do one of these days." Red, you're going to end up blasting your nose open before you run through that door." Me, "I'm surprised that I haven't done so already." Red, "Me too. So, how have you been, man?" Me, "Pretty okay. You?" Red, "Okay. So, how was Skyrim?" Again, this just leaves me with a question. Like, did he announce to everyone, I'm going to Skyrim, bye? Like, is Skyrim just, like, a neighboring region? Is Skyrim just, like, is Tamriel just attached to the Pokemon world or something? Like, aren't they in the past or something? Isn't it high fantasy for a reason or something? Like, I don't get it. Do they have modern technology in the Pokemon world and then Tamriel's just next to them? Or is it just Skyrim? Or I don't know. Again, it sounds like the person who wrote the story was Shogorath, or however you say his name. Casting the Wabbajack on this goddamn story. Anyways, I told Red the same thing I told Dawn and Misty about Skyrim, but this time I told him about the World Eater Alduin. Okay, yeah, again, so he fought Alduin, so he did the whole Skyrim main quest line. So, and he did the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood stuff, so yeah, he pretty much played Skyrim in real life, got it? Red says, "That's some tale you got there, man." Yeah, my boy pours his heart out to his best friend about Skyrim, and he's like, "Cool, bro. Cool story, bro." Okay. Me, "I know, right?" Red, "By the way, I heard you had to rescue your sister and her friends again." Me, "Well, you're right. Not even back for a day, and I already have to go save those 3. Red and me basically chill for that day, before the 2 of us go back. Sorry. I had to yawn. Let me read that again. Red and me basically just chill for that day before the 2 of us left to go back to my place and see what was going on. When I was back there, we noticed that there was a few extra people there than when I left. When we got inside, it was like a war zone. Everybody was yelling back and forth, and me and Red come in even tell what they're thinking at. Okay, me and Red couldn't even tell what they were yelling at. Me, "Enough!" Everyone turned to look at me. Red, "You've got to teach me how to do that." I'm guessing you used like a shout. I was outside to meet 3 familiar faces. I did not miss one bit. One bit when I was in Skyrim. Oh yeah, Jesse and James showed up again. James, "Well, if it isn't Mr. Swordsman." Read Healing a Broken Heart to see why they call me that. Oh yeah, since we read that, because he had a sword before. He had a gem sword. Again, somehow he had a gem sword before he went to Skyrim? I don't know. Whatever. Where have you been hiding for the past 8 years? Me, "Wouldn't y'all like to know?" He met them once. How did they know them that well? I mean, I guess he did have a silly sword, but like, he didn't interact with them that much. Anyways, "Wouldn't y'all like to know? And I suppose y'all have another red X for me to kill?" Yeah, "Not this time, but we have this." A robotic arm comes out and grabs Pikachu. Okay. Ash says, "No, Pikachu. Get one of his Pokemon to help, but the Pokeball doesn't seem to work." Jesse laughs. "Sorry, that's not gonna work this time thanks to this machine. Y'all's Pokeballs don't work. Now, how about we get some payback and blast y'all off for a change?" Okay, wow, Team Rocket's getting the upper hand. What, is my boy gonna shout at them? An intent came out of the machine, charged up and fired energy ball at us, with the 3 of their own laughing hysterically. Okay. Let me translate it. Their machine charged up and fired an energy ball at us while the 3 of them laughed hysterically. As it came closer, I got in front of it and charged up 2 grand war spells, which I think he means ward, like a ward in Skyrim. So he charged up 2 ward spells, but took all the impact of the energy ball. James, "But how?" Seeing me still standing there. Me, "I'm not just a swordsman, I'm also an archmage." Okay, I charged up 2 incinerator ball spells. Yep, no, he did the Winterhold quest, I can tell. I charged up 2 incinerator ball spells and fired one at the machine, destroying it, letting Pikachu go, and the other one at the machine that was giving lift to the balloons, sending them on their flight. Okay, yep, got it. I'd expect that one, I'd expect that one to send them so far it was just a simple incineration spell. Oh, okay, let me translate. I didn't expect that one to send them so far, it was just a simple incineration spell. You mean destruction, because the skill's called destruction, I say with my nerd glasses. Actually, the skill's called destruction. Anyways. Dawn says, but they sure got some power in them. Before I could say anything, someone hit me, knocking me out cold. Wait, what? Who the hell? Someone randomly at that house hit him, knocking him out cold. Oh, okay. Next thing I knew, I heard someone calling my name, asking me to wake up. Question mark. Dustin, wake up, Dustin. Me. What? Where am I? And who are you? I like how he says, how are you, but he means to say, who are you? Time Master. Who the fuck? I'm the Time Master. I control all of... I want to give a voice to this guy. I'm the Time Master. I control all of time. You're in Jubilee City Hospital. Me. Am I dead? Time Master. No, your spirit's been separated from your body, but you're still alive. Me. But what hit me? But what hit me? Time Master. That's not important, but the doctors here said you have some internal bleeding. You gave your friends and your family 3 options. 1, a 1-hour-long surgery. 2, a 2-hour-long surgery with an overnight stay. And the 3rd, pull the plug. Oh my god, what is this fucking story? What is this fucking story? I just can't. Oh god, those of you watching the VOD after this, oh lord, like, just comment what you're thinking, like, right now, like, it's like, that's, what is this guy doing with transitions? Like, oh my god, I don't know if anyone's watching this far, but like, who the fuck? If this person is from, like, one of the Elder Scrolls games, I haven't gotten that far! I haven't gotten that far in Skyrim, who the fuck is this? Is fucking Hermaeus Mora or some bullshit coming to take my books? Take my knowledge? I don't know who this is. So they want to pull the plug on him. Got it. Me. What have they decided? Time Master. They haven't decided yet, but it doesn't matter what they choose. Me. Why doesn't it matter? Time Master. Because your dragon blood has already healed you. Oh yeah, because he's the Dragonborn. I wish they would tell us. How is he the Dragonborn? How did he become the Dragonborn? How did he get to Skyrim? How did he get back from Skyrim? Why does everyone know that he went to Skyrim? I don't know. Neither does any of us. Okay. Because your dragon blood has already healed you. Me. I knew that my dragon blood was special, but... Time Master. No, not Time Master, Time Mazer. They misspelled it this time. Time Mazer. Dustin, I need you to do something. Here's a green gem. You need it. You need to hit it's in the Unova region. Me. What's so important about this gem? Time Master. It has the power to control matter. You will need it before you will need it before it falls in the wrong hands. You can go get back to your body. Your nightingale armor, everything you need is in your bag. It will be best if you leave now. I didn't give it a second thought. I got back into my body. Oh, what? Was he in space or something? Or like in a plane, another plane or something? I got back to my body, put my nightingale armor on. Again, because he did that thing for Nocturnal, or whatever that prince's name is. Put on my nightingale armor, got everything on I needed out of my bag, got to the window to look back at the room. I'm sorry, I said to myself. It jumped... Why can't you just say I instead of it? I jumped out the window. We were on the 5th story. Luckily, there was a tree that I used to get myself down without hurting myself. I used the powers I got from Nocturnal to stay out of sight. I got around to the cafeteria where I saw my friends and family inside. I stayed out of sight. When I was looking inside, I saw Dawn and my mom. They looked just so sad. I would be lying if I said I didn't feel bad. Even worse when I thought about how they would react when they saw that I had left. I started to cry when I was thinking about this. Me, I'm so sorry, but I have to go and get that gem before it goes and falls into the wrong hands. After saying this, I ran to our city docks where I used what I learned from the Thieves Guild to sneak onto the boat that was heading towards the Unova region. When I got there, I went towards one of the payphones. I knew that they couldn't track it. So where I was, I called my home and left this message. Me. Mom, Dawn, if you're hearing this message, I'm alive and okay. I can tell you where I am even, well, I can't tell you where I am even though calling puts me in danger. I'm sorry for all of the pain I put you all through. I can only hope you can frog-eye me. Frog-eye me? Okay, that's one way to spell forgive. I know they're saying forgive, but that's one way I can only hope you can frog-eye me. Forgive me. I'll be home as... Oh, then he says forgive me afterwards. What? Did he just forget to delete frog-eye me? I think he did. I think he just forgot to delete it. Anyways, I'll be home as soon as I can. Dawn, Mom, I love you. I hung up after that and started the search for the gem. So that about wraps up this chapter. There is one story in between this one and the next titled A Snake's Death, which I'm working on. So I'll have the next chapter uploaded when I get A Snake's Death up. And speaking of which, we'll go to chapter 4, but for now, we have A Snake's Death pulled up right here. Let me refresh it so I make sure it's proper. So this was also written in 2012, just like everything else here. This guy had one spat of writing and then called it quits. Let's read A Snake's Death. This takes place in between chapters 3 and 4. And let me refresh this in the meantime, one moment. Okay. A Snake's Death. My name is 719 Blade, and the only thing I own from this story is myself in this story. And / or after this, I say I have a great-hearted toad snake, and this story will say why that is. What, is this just a eulogy for a pet frog or something? Or a pet snake or something? Summer year 2009, 1 year after I came back from Skyrim. But this was written in 2012, what? I don't know. So it was 1 year after you came back from Skyrim. It started like any other day for me. I was walking through a town in the Unova region. I was about to go in a forest when I heard an old man say, "Stop." Me, what's wrong, old man? Don't go in there. Pokemon are really acted out this time of year. Splays the superior. Splays the superior? I know superior is a Pokemon, but, I think you mean theirs? Pokemon are really acting out this time of year. Theirs? The superior? I don't know. Me, a what? Old man. This is a superior. Showing a picture. No, not a picture, but a picture. Instead of holding up a picture of the Pokemon, he's holding up a picture of sweet Arizona iced tea. Oh, Lord. Me. Show that's a superior. Hey, I heard about them, but I never seen one. I'm sure, S-H-O-R-E, I'm sure if I don't mess with them, they won't mess with me. Old man, you know, funny they mentioned that Superior was my favorite Pokemon ever. Probably still, because it was my first starter. Since, Pokemon Black and White was my first generation, my first ever Pokemon I had ever caught or had was a Superior. So, that one became my favorite. So, yeah. Anyways. That's a Superior. I heard about them from what I've seen. I don't mess with them, they won't mess with me. Old man says, maybe you have Pokemon with... Or, maybe, comma, please put a comma here. You have Pokemon with you, right? Me, afraid not. What, you didn't bring your own Pokemon? What? You had those 3 Pokemon that... You had the 3 Psychic-type Pokemon that called you Dad. You didn't bring them? Just you? I mean, yeah, you probably have, like, Magic and a Dragon Shout or whatever, but, like... You didn't bring any... Okay, whatever. Old man, you can't be... Sarah Pace? You can't be serious. You're going in there without one Pokemon on you? Me, calm down, I've been fine. It can't be any worse than what I went through the last 8 years. After this, I went in the forest, be spit. He meant to say despite. So, instead of be spit, he went into the forest despite what the old man said. I don't see one Pokemon. It was getting late, and somehow I got lost. I was lost. It was getting late, and somehow I was lost. I can along a superior with a Snivy with it. Me, that old man was right. That superior must be that Snivy's mother. Better get going. Me, before I could even move an inch before my body stopped, I looked to see the superior was looking at me, and she came over to me. It wrapped her body around me. I saw it was using its wrap attack on me, and after a few tries to get my hand on my blade, it was clear it wasn't going to happen, as sometime my body had no feeling in it. I blacked out when she put her mouth... Whoa, whoa, whoa. How the... Okay, I'm gonna read this sentence word for word. I'm gonna read the sentence word for word, so I don't make any mistakes. I blacked out when she put her mouth over my... I came to when I felt some type of water on my face. Then it all hit me. I can't do this. So I think this person is trying to say, I blacked out when she put her mouth over mine. I came to when I felt some type of water on my face, then it all hit me. I think that's what this person's trying to write. Bad words came up for some time. Yeah, that about describes it. Bad words would be coming out of my mouth, too. Me says, like fucking hell, I'm going to be eaten. Then, like a bolt of lightning, my body was back at 100%. I grabbed my blade and showed it through its body. I wish I could see the look on her face when she saw the blade come out of her. Made a hole in her just big enough for me to get my head and arm through with the blade in it. Seeing this, she went to bit me, but I swung my sword at her, cut her just above her throat. This time, she went back to make another strike. Me. Sovngarde does not wait for me this day. Oh, yeah, say the edgiest thing you can, pal. Yeah. yeah, send that snake Pokemon to Sovngarde. Yeah, sure. I swung my sword, then blacked out. I came to 2 minutes later, still inside her. Her head was a few feet away. Okay, he just killed the superior. Got it. I used my sword to cut myself out of her body, then I got back on my feet. I look at the sky where I shouted to the sky for 2 minutes. I traded back to the superior body. I took it up. There was no sign of the Snivy. I thought it just ran off. The next day, I tried to get out of the woods, but with no luck. When night came, I stopped and I guess he meant cooked. I cooked some of the superior I got. Alright. Well, wait. If you cook a superior, since it's a leaf type or grass type Pokemon, would it be a vegetarian meal or would it be a meat? Would a superior be made out of meat or made out of plant material? That's what I'm wondering. Unfortunately, I can't test that hypothesis by buying some at the supermarket, unfortunately. So, let's just keep reading. Let's see. Cooked some of the spear I got. Later, I heard some movement coming... Again, I'm assuming he meant movement when he says moment. Some movement coming out of the woods. I looked to see that Snivy came out, and I saw it was the same Snivy I ran into the day before. I thought it had some guts because it walked up to me, climbed into my lap, and got into a ball and went to sleep. What? I just smiled at the little guy. When morning came, that Snivy stuck to me like glue. Wait a minute. So this guy, this main character here, this Dragonborn guy, killed the superior that was the mother of this Snivy. 2, was cooking it and actively eating his mother. 3, the Snivy came up to him and fell asleep in his lap. And now it can't get away from him. He killed your mother. He killed and ate your mother. Why? This boy has no sense of self-preservation. I'm not gonna think about it. Not gonna think about it. Where's my drink? Where's my booze? Not gonna think about it. Next weird thing that comes up, I'm drinking this. But yeah, no. Yeah, so this Snivy with no sense of self-preservation has decided to sleep in the lap of the person who is actively eating their mother. Got it. Okay. the Snivy storked to me like glue. It took us about the rest of the day to get out of that forest. It was about 8 p.m. when we got to the last part of this forest. I looked back to see that either I lost him or he lost me, and I turned back around and I got hit in the chest and fall to the ground. I looked up to see him smiling back at me. You're just a big ball of energy, aren't you? Snivy, sure am. Oh, it can talk now. Cool. I guess every Pokemon can talk. Aside from that one Pokemon who could only talk when it was about to die in his arms. Got it. Me, wait, you could talk this whole time, or did you just start? Snivy, I could talk the whole time. Me, why didn't you talk before? Snivy, because I didn't know how you would react to it. Oh yeah, no, you didn't think to scream before you killed your mother. Yeah, you probably could have saved your mom's life there, kiddo. No, good going. Now this stranger you're hanging with just ate your mom. Cool, very cool. Let's see, old man. Well, I didn't expect to see you again. Wait. Well, I did expect to see you again, allies at last. Me. Well, okay, so the old man's back. Okay. Me. Well, getting up with Snivy sitting on my shoulder. Besides this little guy, I really didn't see anyone else in there. Besides the mom you killed? Yeah. Old man. I see. Where did you find this little guy at? Me. I didn't. He found me. Snivy rolled his eyes. I guess that's how you can say we met. My name's Jack, by the way. Yeah, no wonder your name's Jack. You did Jack while your mom was dying. I can't get over this shit. Yeah, no, they're just best friends. Yeah, no, he ate your mom. That's it. I can't get over that. Like, why? Am I reading this wrong? Look. Look, if I scroll back up a little bit. Superior must be the Snivy's mother. And then the Superior wrapped around him and he killed the mom. The mom tried to kill him. He killed the mom. And then the kid's like, yeah, no, you're my parent, even though you killed my parent in front of my eyes. Yep, cool. Okay, whatever. My name is Jack, by the way. Old man, I see. So where are the two of you going now? Me. To the city over the side of the forest. Hey, can you give us way through it? Can you give us a way through it so we don't get lost? Me. Pulling out a map. Old man, no problem. Looking at the map. Okay, you just follow this path until you get to a fork in the road. Then you both take you there, but the left is shorter. Oh, both take you there, but the left is shorter unless you plan on doing training. Then take the right, okay? Me. Okay, thanks. Walking to the path. Old man, wait, you're not going to at night, are you? Me. I was planning to. Why? Oh, old man says, it's too hard to see the path at that time. It might be best to wait till dawn. Me. That might be best, thanks. Old man. You're welcome. Me. Jack and me went to the park to spend the night. We found a tree, went under it, and I looked up at the clear night sky and fell asleep. Soon after. 3 to 5 minutes later, Jack got me up. Jack. Hey, get up, I got something to show you. Me. What is it? Jack. What's this? Handing me a Pokeball. Me, taking it from him. Where did you get this? Jack. Over in those tall grass, what is it? Me. It's a Pokeball. Opening it. It's an empty one, too. Closing it. Jack. What's a Pokeball? Me. It's what humans use to catch and store Pokemon in. Jack. I see. What does this button do? Pressing it and getting caught at it. Wow! Easiest catch of the day right there. Didn't even need any bait. Me. It looks like we're stuck together. Yep, no, you're my slave now. Don't worry. I laid back against the tree and went to sleep. Again, with the only snake Pokemon I will ever care about. After you ate his mother! Like, I can't say that enough. You ate his mother in front of him. And he's just acting nonchalant. Did he not see it? Did he run away before you did it? What's going on here? You ate his mother in front of him. I can't take it. That's it. I just the absurdity. It's the absurdity of the whole thing. I'm just gonna drink this. He ate his mother. It's that simple. Alright. The end. Okay, that's enough for this story. If the ending is a little bad, I had some writing block. I had some writer's block late, and again, I do not own Pokemon or Skyrim. Cool. Okay. That was a snake's death. So he killed a mother and adopted the not the widow, but the orphan. He adopted the orphan. Got it. So, now we're back to Aster Champion, Chapter 4. So, this is what happened so far. Chapter 3, I met someone named Time Master, and he sends me on a quest to go get the green gem that controls all of matter, or something like that. You're the author, you should know what you mean instead of saying something like that. You're the author. I don't know. Chapter 4. Somewhere in the Unova region. Jack. Are we there yet? Okay, yep, Jack's the Snivy from earlier, got it. Me. Not yet. Besides, we just got off the train, and if I'm reading the map right, it's a 5-hour hike that way, so come on. Also, it's weird he didn't take any of his other Pokemon harem with him, so it's just him and Jack. Got it. God, I should load up my old Pokemon save. Oh wait, I don't have that DS with me. I wonder if I still have it. Do I still have that old Pokemon game? I should check up on that later. Anyways. 5 minutes later. No, 5 minuets later. Jack. I wonder how long it will take before he tells me to shut up. Me. Are we there yet? Me. No. Jake. Now? Me. No. Jake. Now? Me. No. Jake. Now? Me. No. 2.5 hours later. Oh no, it's Jack, not Jake. Sorry. Jack. Now? Me. No. Jack. Now? Me. No. Jack. Now? Me. No. Wait. Yes! Jack. Are you sure that could not have been 5 hours? Me. Let's see, looking at map. Unless I'm reading this map right. Rogue, this is the place. Wrong. He meant to say wrong. Unless I'm reading this map wrong, this is the place. Jack. What's this? Walking over to a broken sign and reading it. A broken sigh and reading it. To all who look for the unknown, there's some more here, but it's too faded to read. Okay. To all look for the unknown, ... Me. Jack, it may be the best if you stay here while I go inside. I would hate if something would happen to you down there. Jack. Okay, just be sure to come back all together, okay? Me. Right, see you later. Walking inside the cave. So he basically told his Skyrim companion to wait there. Got it. He's gonna clear out the dungeon. He's gonna kill all the Draugr and the skeletons. Got it. Me. As I got in, the only light I had was from the entrance. Well, look, you're a mage, you're the Dragonborn, you can use that one light spell. There's, what, like 2 light spells? There's the one that float next to you, and there's the one that you shoot on the wall next to you. You got 2 different spells for light. Use one, you idiot. You used shouts and shit before in the Pokemon world, use that shit. The only glow... No. Sorry, let me read that again. As I got inside, the only light came from the entrance. When I got to the end, the light went some green... When I got to the end of the light, when some green gems started to glow, showing more of what was around me. The only glow when I got near them, they faded after I got past them, so I could only see about 3 feet in front of me and about 2 feet behind me. As the path went on, it would carve and drop down some, and I would hear voices. Oh yeah, I hear voices all the time. You're not special. I would hear voices, but every time I look around, I saw nothing. And every 2 to 3 minutes, I felt like something was grating my arm and pull it back, but I just went on until I got to a large room. I heard some banging noise. Not noise, but nose. I heard some banging noise. I tread around to see Jack rolling up to me with 2 apples. Jack. Hey, Dustin. Apple? Dustin. Thanks, Jack, taking an apple. Hey, didn't I ask you to say topside? Jack. I was, when I got down from a tree and fell to the ground, landed on something and slid down here. Loud grouts and grows. Loud grouts and grows. Got it. Jack. Jumps in my arms a little scared. What was that? Just then, the whole room lit up, showing a 40 by 40 circle room. Oh god, he's describing the measurements again. He's 40 cubits by 30 cubits. You must build it this wide. You must build the ark. Not the ark. You must build the boat. God, what was the boat? The ark. No, not the Ark. The, God, what was the boat? No, it was the Ark, wasn't it? I don't know. It was either the Ark of the Covenant or the boat. I forgot what the boat was called. Anyways, you know what I mean. The Bible story. Anyways. Sorry, where was I? So Jack jumps in his arms, a 40 by 40 circle room with 30 to 40 tombs. I think he means, instead of tomes, he means tombs. And they started to open. Jack, what in the world are those things? Me, Draugrs. Okay, nope, I was right. They are in a Skyrim dungeon. But they're in the Pokemon world. They're in the Unova region. Like, what? Is Unova right next to Skyrim? Is all of that part of Tamriel? Like, is the Pokemon Nation or whatever it is part of, like, the same continent as Tamriel? Like, what's going on here? Where are the Thalmor in all this? Can I kill the Thalmor? I don't get it. There's, like, different technology level. And then we have a dungeon full of Nord Draugr in the Pokemon world. I'm not even gonna question it. Draugrs grabs one of my two blades. Jack, get on my shoulder. Jack, okay, waste no time getting on the shoulder. Still scared afterwards, I grab my other blade. What are they doing here? Me. Beast guest perorating the gem. What? Beast? Guest? No. Beast guest perorating the gem. I don't know what he means by that. Are they going after the gem? I don't know. Jack, what's going to happen? Me. One hell of a fight. Hold on, Jack. After that, they came after me. Every time I killed one, two more came. It's... oh lord. It started with the Dace Draugr and worked its way up to the Draugr Overlord. And after getting thrown around with them, using their voice, I decided to get some fights of my own. First using the gift I got from the Dark Brotherhood to summon an old member. Then I used my voice to summon one of the 3 Nord heroes. After that, I used the power I got from a stone that let me bring the dead back to fight for me. Lastly, I summoned 2 Master Thunder Arches. I haven't gotten that far in Skyrim. I don't know who all he's summoning, but, like, the wording is not helping me trying to read this. What, Archmages? Is that what he means? 2 Master Thunder Archmages? I don't know. When all of my fighters fall, there were only 10 more Draugr... 10 Overlords? Holy shit. There were only 10 more Draugr Overlords left. I would die in that situation, chat. Not gonna lie. I am not that far in Skyrim yet. There were only 10 more Draugr Overlords left, but no, and I was really banged up. I only had 1 chance left. I put my 2 blades up, leaving the... I put my 2 blades up and got ready to got ready to use a powerfully spell. When 8 of the 10 came in me, I charged up the spell and used Flamestorm, killing all 8, leaving 2 left. They pulled an arrow out and fired it at me. I clasped from the battle just in time for the arrows to go over me and hit the other Draugr, Karaus, from killing them both. Or, the other Draugr Karaus from killing them. What? I can't read this. I laid there, badly banged up and losing blood fast. I looked around, seeing all the dead Draugrs, but there was one I bent to see. Me, Jack. I could just barely scream after I felt something move in my armor when Jack's head popped out of the cooler. What do you mean the cooler? What the fuck? Jack, is it over? Me, yes, it's over, but are you okay? Jack, I'm fine, but you will be okay. Me, in time. Just then, one last tomb came up right in front of me and Jack. Just my luck. Jack got in front of me, looking like he was gonna kill how or what came out of the coffin. Me. The little guy has guts, I know that. When it opened up, a little green gem came flying out and started to glow and formed a small gem-like beacon. Forming a small gem-like beacon. Oh, beacon! A gem-like beacon. Its eyes meet Jack, and Jack started to grow at it. Do you mean growl? Green Gem. I see you have a little gray dog with you. Did they mean green? A little green dog with you. Me. Jack. I'm a snake, not a dog. Green Gem. I see. What, is it Meridia's beacon all over again? But I don't think Meridia had a green beacon. Another hand does not touch the beacon. Green Gem says, I see, looking at me. Looks like congratulations are in order, but you know a lot of really powerful people die trying to do what you have. Second, let's heal you up. Throws a small green orb on me to heal me, but leaving my scars. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about those scars. They will have to heal by themselves. Me, that's okay. Getting up. So, what I heard about you is true. You can control matter. Green Gem. Thank you for being the first to do what you have. I will humble obey your ever wish, master. Okay, so the gem is living. Got it. Me. That's going to take some getting used to. Hey, how about you use your power to get me and Jack back home? Green Gem. It will be my pleasure, master. By the way, this will be my first time doing this, so it might be a bump. Me. Oh boy. The gem surrounds me and Jack with a small orb of light and sends us flying back home. That's it for this chapter. So after a year of looking for that gem, I found it. And now Jack and I are finally going home to find out there's a little family war going on. Oh lord. Well, I don't know if I have the strength in me to do chapter 3, honestly. Or chapter 5, sorry. We got 2 chapters left. Honestly, I've been going for 2.5 hours. But I drank a little too fast for what I was prepared for, honestly. And since the stream's a little quieter now, I may end this one right here. I don't know when I'm going to stream next, but I want to try to stream some during the week too. So hopefully I'll stream once within the next few days or so. But other than that, I think we're going to wrap this up here. So let's go to ending soon. Make sure there's nothing I missed. Because, I noticed I've gotten out of the way of my camera, but that's probably just the wrapping up screen. I need to change the wrapping up screen. Yeah. Anyways, you all have a good night. I'm gonna see you all next time. And, next time will probably be within the next 2 to 3 days. And I want to finish this story and maybe find another weird one. Because I'm enjoying these weird streams. These are some silly streams, one might say. So...